Reference? Anybody get it? What's it from?
Waterboy.
Waterboy! Good one.
He's offended. He thought he was barking at it.
I'm not offended.
I actually made the video.
He was working on the freaking show.
I know, exactly. No, I actually did make your video. I just forgot to put it into the lineup.
I'm not offended.
You should be. I feel so terrible right now.
Stop it.
Oh my god, welcome guys to episode 55 of the Level Up Show. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Thursday, Sunday, and every other day pretty much now, considering what's happening.
We got a pretty expansive setup going.
We got our talk shows.
Started soon too.
Yes, that's it. But we got our talk shows on Thursdays and Sundays, and then we got game streams almost every other day of the week now. They're starting to fill out. So guys, if you like the show at any time throughout the night, all you got to do is click the heart button live from PlayStation, or if you're watching at twitch.tv/the Level Up Show, you can heart or subscribe there if you guys want to. Subscribers get that little +1 badge. I'm one of your co-hosts, Andrew Midori, alongside the classy douchebag, Michael McLaughlin. We got the beast from the east, Dean Marchese, and of course the sexy giraffe over here.
What was that?
Just testing something out.
And we got the sexy giraffe, Kristen Midori.
It failed. You got a D.
Dean and Kristen are, of course, in the chat rooms with you guys throughout the entire night. We got Dean as the Beast NJ, and Kristen says be nice to talk with them, utilize them for fan questions, whatever you guys want.
Yeah.
Dean, this is your second week.
Indeed.
You did very well last week, I have to
Thanks.
say.
Thank you.
He hates
Appreciate it,
us,
man.
Oh, no.
I love it, dude. I'm locked in. I'm here for good. I'm set.
Good. Because you're the perfect blend for what we need on the show, I think, because you bring in that comic book and the movies, which we'll be talking about a lot today. We're talking about comic book movies in a little bit.
Kind of show.
But I think we can get right into that, our non-gaming portion of the show. What do you guys think? We good? All right. So guys, this is called the Level Up Show Has No Game, only non-gaming portion of the show. 3 topics, 2 minutes each. Let's get started. First up. So, Sam Raimi has finally admitted that Spider-Man 3 is, quote, awful.
As
if we didn't know.
This is my favorite thing that came out all week.
So let's read off a quote he said here in an interview. He said, "I tried to make it work, but I didn't really believe in all the characters, so that couldn't be hidden from the people who love Spider-Man. If the director doesn't love something, it's wrong of them to make it when so many other people love it." Who do you think he means by them here?
I'm going to say Venom.
Oh, definitely. I agree. They forced him to put Venom in the movie.
Venom, and I think that he had no other choices besides Sandman. I feel like he ran out of ideas for it.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand because there were multiple other people. He could have gone Electro. He could have gone to the Rhino. You know,
Let's not talk about what happened with Electro.
Now, do you think that he would have included the symbiote but not Venom if it was his choice, or no symbiote whatsoever?
No, I think that if it was his choice, there would have been no Venom.
Yeah.
I think that it would have just been absent. I don't think he would have actually gone that
But then you still would have had that terrible scene of him dancing.
Maybe not without the symbiote, because the symbiote was maybe
Yes, if there was no symbiote, exactly.
That's true.
I think the third movie should have just been complete. If they wanted to do Eddie Brock, first of all, no one's over Grace. Get somebody else.
Yeah, definitely.
That was
just
the weirdest
focus
Eddie Brock
on
ever.
Venom and Eddie Brock and Peter Parker's relationship.
Yeah.
Like, that was it. They were just shoehorning in villains and like weird characters.
You're a pretty big fan of Spider-Man movies. What do you think of the third one? The one where he gets corrupted by like the Black Venom and all that crazy stuff.
Emo?
Is that the one with, what's his face?
Yes.
No, I don't like it.
No.
You're talking about Tobey Maguire?
Yeah.
She doesn't like Tobey
I
Maguire.
took it as a personal, and as you see, I am a Spider-Man fanboy. I love him. I took that movie as a personal insult.
Now, were you more of a Tobey Maguire guy, or did you like Andrew Garfield?
I actually loved Andrew Garfield. The story, the writing is, but Andrew Garfield nailed it.
I think he's perfect.
Yeah.
He has that wit and everything like that, but this movie was awful. I do like what they did, like visually for the symbiote and for Venom and everything like that. I thought that was perfectly done, so I was not really that upset by it.
He's really cute.
And he's really cute. That's how we end this. All right, guys. Next topic. What's up?
Blomkamp.
Blomkamp. Wrong. So I was completely surprised by this because it was actually a story from last week that I didn't hear about. But supposedly Neil Blomkamp, he's known for District 9, and now he's working on some J5 movie.
J5.
He was originally supposed to be working on an Alien movie that got canned, but now we have some of the concept art.
Look at this. It looks so badass.
What is
Yeah.
this from?
Is this from the
Alien movie?
canned Alien movie
Oh
by Neil
yeah,
Blomkamp?
I did see part of this. I saw the Sigourney Weaver stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Sigourney
Right.
Weaver was supposed to be in it, and even crazier, it looked like Kyle Reese from Terminator.
Yeah.
Michael Biehn was supposed to come
Oh my
back.
god, can you imagine a Terminator Alien crossover?
That would be amazing. James
That
Cameron
would
doing
be
them both.
That
so
would be
perfect.
ridiculous.
But I'm guessing if this, there it is there, you can see Michael Biehn, I think that's Michael Biehn, has like scars all over his face, I don't know what that's all about. But if this were to happen, I'm guessing this means Alien 3 is kind of non-canon anymore.
I would
Like they
think
would
so.
remove that from the canon and then this would take over as the new canon.
Yeah.
I actually started Alien Isolation too, which is
You
kind
like
of...
it?
How do you like it?
I only got like 30 minutes into it, but the atmosphere is great, I have to say. But I think this would have been a really cool idea, especially
Right.
Blomkamp. I mean, imagine him
Blomkamp.
doing practical effects for Alien movie. I think that would have been really cool. Because, I mean, I'm sure he would find some way to get
Look,
some type of cyborg
That-
alien
That's
in
the
there.
one I saw.
That what is that?
I have no idea what that is.
She has like armor made from an alien skin or something.
Yeah.
It looks
That's like something
rad.
out of Destiny.
Well,
Well, you get when you
yeah.
like kill the enemies, you get to wear
Yeah,
the skin.
right.
Did you ever see
Exactly.
Alien Resurrection, where she kind of becomes like a mother alien, almost like a queen alien?
I never
It
saw
got
that.
really, really weird towards the end. Maybe they were kind of going that direction, or maybe she was disguising herself
Is
as
it
an
worth watching?
alien.
Would you say?
I don't
Maybe,
know.
maybe they were, she was doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Regardless, if it was made, it's Neil Blomkamp.
Yeah,
Blomkamp.
but
So-
it never will, probably
No.
now. And
Unfortunately.
Sigourney Weaver is
What's
getting
with
up
the
there.
Halo masks?
The Halo mask? Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Weird.
Blomkamp was somewhat attached to a Halo movie at
You're
a time
right.
there, but
Tell you what.
Blomkamp. Final
Best
topic.
Pokemon ever.
That was the human-sized version of the Ant-Man trailer.
I was so pissed when I saw that shit, dude.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
I thought it was kind of cute, but it didn't last long. They did like an ant-sized version. Did you see it? Where it's like really tiny, you can't make anything out. But then, like, what was it? Like a few hours later, the human-sized
Yeah.
teaser came out, and this is supposed to show the full trailer during, I think, Agent Carter, right? On
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yes, which I don't know if that's going to be good.
Yeah, I don't know. Captain America. Did you like Captain America? Oh, I know why you like Captain
Bogey.
America. Never mind.
Winter Soldier or First Avenger?
The first one. Which it was okay.
It was
She only
okay.
likes it because Chris Evans was in it.
Winter Soldier.
I haven't seen
Oh,
Winter
perfect.
Soldier yet.
Are you
Oh,
kidding me?
man.
No, I still haven't.
What's wrong with
Yeah.
I know. I hear it's great. I haven't
It's
seen
so
it yet, though.
good, dude.
Anyway,
Back to
about
Ant-Man.
this.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
I think you and me are in the same boat.
when it was
It's like-
Edgar Wright directing it, I was.
I'm gonna be
pretty
okay with
hyped.
watching it. It's not
Yeah.
gonna be. It can't be bad. It's,
Yeah.
it's a
As
Disney
far as I
Marvel.
heard, though, it
movie.
was their story, and Edgar Wright was just the man behind the camera, which is like kind of what happened. What the problem was, he wanted
more
input.
control.
Yeah.
So I mean, the story was Marvel.
He's still attached as a writer on the film, but it's
Right.
not just him now. It also gets the guy who like did the other guys and Anchorman. I can't remember his name. Adam
Yeah.
McKay. I
That's
think
it,
right.
yeah.
He's also attached now.
Bogey.
But who's directing it? Is it Adam McKay?
I'm not sure.
I think it is Adam McKay, and that's what kind of has me a little worried about it.
Why?
I
Is
mean,
it first?
I don't know. He's just. In the end, Ant-Man is a superhero movie. You have to have somebody who has some knowledge of action directing, like that kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, that guy's had some action.
I mean, Edgar Wright. I mean, who's seen Scott Pilgrim? I mean,
Oh,
that's a
He was the
awesome
perfect
movie.
cast for that.
Yes, he
He was
would have
the
been
perfect
great.
fit for that.
So that's
I don't
why
know.
was
I just
playing.
don't really care about the story that much.
He's
I don't
pretty pivotal to the.
think. I heard that. Yeah.
Bogey's eating sack boy!
Shut your mouth. Okay, someone take that away from me. That is my sack boy.
Bogey! Give me sack boy!
Why would you give it to him?
I don't know where to
It's not
put
even
that.
snippet.
I'll put him up here.
I
Sack
feel
boy.
bad for him that Andrew took his bone.
Yeah, Sack Boy's gonna have to stay up there. But guys,
All right.
that was the Level Up Show Has No Game, our non-gaming portion of the show. Don't worry, guys, we're now 100% gaming related throughout the night. So, speaking of gaming related,
I
what's
have a
up? What's up?
question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Before I forget. How do you guys feel about PvP combat games like New Mortal Kombat?
I mean, God, I feel like PvP is much broader than that, but I think the new Mortal Kombat looks cool. I'm just not into fighting games myself.
I mean, it looks fun. I'll probably play it.
Yeah, I mean,
I liked Injustice.
okay, yeah.
I
I like
actually
it a
love
lot.
Injustice, but
I
it
know
has
you
a lot
were
to do
really
with the
into it,
lore
right?
of it as well.
Right.
And that was the December PlayStation Plus game, so a lot of people
Yeah.
were able to jump onto that one. I think Mortal Kombat 10 looks awesome. We have a Mortal Kombat 10 story tonight, actually, later on, that we'll get to. But, I mean, you know me, I'm not the biggest online guy, but you guys totally are. I mean...
Chris's number.
We're at 100 people in the room. Thank you so much for joining. 120 people in the room. Thank you so much for joining. This is the Level Up Show, gaming dedicated talk show. Follow at twitch.tv/Level Up Show or clicking the heart button live from PlayStation if you like us. But yeah, I guess, I don't know. That's about it. All I can say about that.
I don't really play a lot of fighting games.
Yeah.
I don't really play many of them at all, actually. Injustice was the first one I ever actually bought. I played the heck out of it, but...
I feel so bad because I get messages really often like, hey, do you have Destiny or do you have this or that? It's like, let's play sometime. And I'm like, I'm not into that.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, I had a conversation today with a guy.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Who, I don't know if he's in the room now, but he's probably our oldest viewer in more ways than one. He's a really awesome guy. His name's Conrad, Dragon Con, he's in the chat room. Really great guy, he's funny, he played in Destiny. He was one of those guys that just randomly joined when I was in orbit. And immediately, just like, it's like you see someone just randomly join that you don't know, and you're just like, oh god, what is this? And so like when he started talking, and so we started talking. Really cool guy, and he's been watching us since about our 4th episode.
That's amazing.
What I found really interesting, and this is actually really cool and a little flattering, that someone like him would actually be interested in our show. He's watched a lot of streams. He knows Danny Danger and Q Report and everything like that. But at 63 years old, he still finds a lot of interest in both our stream as well as video games itself.
That's amazing.
63.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's retired, and he just plays video games a lot with his grandson who's 10.
Man.
I know, right? Like, I can't wait till I'm retired so I can just play video games all day.
Really, really cool. So, Dragon Con, if you're in the room, thank you for watching.
You win the award tonight for longest viewer.
So it was really cool, but he's a really awesome guy.
Yeah. Back to games. What have you guys been playing this week? Anything at all?
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything. Really?
Assassin's Creed. I like and don't like at the same time.
Okay.
I already have a graphical issue I recorded on my Xbox that you could see where the chick was talking in a CGI cutscene, and you could see like part of her face like melting away. And it was really weird. It was like glitching out and everything. So that was weird. The game itself is fine. It didn't fix all the stuff that I thought they were going to be fixing. Huh?
What system?
Xbox.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it as a part of the bundle.
I got it as part of the bundle.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, I got an Xbox One now. So you got some play with me in Halo and that. I'll be getting Sunset Overdrive at some point.
Now we can finally talk about Xbox games.
Apparently we're too secluded to...
I mean, I understand what people are saying. We talk about PlayStation a little more than anything else here. So hopefully now we'll be a little more balanced, guys.
It's good. And when they patch more of it, but it's a lot more of the same, but they did make the story more interesting. They added a couple new things to that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Halo, the Halo 5 multiplayer beta, the new... I don't know if you played the new stuff.
New maps, new weapons. Yeah, it's good, dude.
They have new stuff that they put out I think the other day. It's really cool. There's a new map that it's on a ship, and every time you play on this map, it's like all computer generated.
Yeah.
So every time you play on this map, it's a completely different layout on the map. The whole scenery, the whole scene is the same thing, but there's blocks in one area, and then you go in again, there's nothing there. It's like a tower now, so it's really cool.
That is cool.
And then Destiny.
Kristen, what have you been playing this week?
That Mario game, I forget what it's called.
3D
World.
Yes.
How do you like it?
Really like the one level. It was like a giant platypus-looking thing.
I think it was a dinosaur actually. It's called Bessie or something like that.
Oh, is it the plant? The chomp?
No,
it's like
it looks like a platypus.
It looks like a cute-looking platypus dinosaur thing, but you ride it down the river.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And it plops, and it pops over the hippos, and it's just so cool. It was really hard to control it though, because I'm not good at race car games, and he kept tilting over the side.
Yeah.
Of, the water. And I learned that he's not that good at old school Mario 2-dimensional games.
No, not the old ones. No.
Yeah, he's not.
I'm okay.
That's surprising,
but no. Mario was never actually my platformer of choice.
Really?
Yeah, I played the Marios when I was younger.
That was all
but you know me, I was more into Zelda and Final Fantasy. Those were the SNES games that I played. Platformer-wise, the ones I was into were Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter and Sly Cooper, if you want to consider that a platformer. Mario, the straightforward 2D stuff, I never played that many of those.
But he has a Mario shirt on today.
Yeah, I do.
Play that repetitively.
It says player.
Nice.
I play it constantly.
I have a question for Mike.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
From Puss.
Okay.
Why does he keep getting invites from you for the game loadout?
I hate you.
What?
Inside joke, I guess.
Oh, and speaking of games that we've been playing this week.
Yeah.
Screw you, Loadout, and your developer. So we wanted to do Friday Night Fights this week, and we wanted to do Far Cry 4 originally. We were going to do 4-player. I didn't realize that the only way to do more than 2 players in Far Cry is doing a versus mode.
Oh, really?
So that got scrapped. So the other week we were going to do Loadout. So I was like, all right, let's go back to that. So we go into Loadout. I create a party. I send invites. Invites don't send. Send invites again to Dave, Rick, and Puss. multiple times I've done this, and they got nothing. We go to Plants vs. Zombies. As soon as we go to Plants vs. Zombies, PlayStation starts sending the invites out. Each of them got like 6 invites.
Really?
Within like 2 minutes of getting into Plants vs. Zombies.
That's really frustrating.
It was so annoying.
Probably more frustrating for them.
Well, it was probably really frustrating for the viewers.
Yeah.
Too, because I had to cancel out of the stream and go to another game, and at that point I'm not going to cancel out again.
Yeah.
So, and I couldn't. It didn't pick up on live from PlayStation this week. So.
And Dean, you're last. What did you play this week?
I got like 83% of the way through my Resogun Platinum number 2.
On Vita.
Yeah, on
Same
Vita.
trophy list. Just doing it again.
Yeah, as far as I remember, I'm pretty sure it's the same. What else was I playing this week? I have Assassin's Creed sitting on my shelf because I refuse to play it until it's
Completely
fucking
fixed.
done. Pardon my language.
Yeah.
But I'm so annoyed about it.
Yeah.
They keep releasing patches, it doesn't work. So, anyway. I'm chipping away at Lego Batman 3 trophies, all
I saw you playing
endgame
that today.
stuff.
Did you get Kevin Smith yet?
I did. I just got him dead.
Yes. Very nice.
And what else? Oh, Tetris Ultimate on PS4 just came out. Tetris Ultimate on PS4. Anybody, bring it.
Oh, what?
Call it out, you
So,
guys.
I have never heard a
I'm all about
hardcore
that
call
game.
out for Tetris.
Oh, dude, I'm a huge Tetris fan. Tetris. But that and I think that's about. Oh, and the Halo 5 beta, which I'm loving.
Which it's
So
yeah.
good.
The only thing I don't like about it is that when you get shot, it zooms you out, and
That's really
in
weird.
a game where
It is weird.
where they have like I understand it, like they used to do that when you had to click in the stick to zoom.
Yeah.
But now that the zoom is on the left trigger, it's much more annoying to me because it doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel right. So I hope they fix that.
I did play a little bit of Shadow of Mordor. I talked about it on Thursday.
Right.
Really solid game. I'm not blown away or really overly attached to the story, but the Nemesis system, man, that keeps you coming back.
Oh, the DLC for Shadows of Mordor I played this week.
Oh yeah, how was
How
that?
do you like it?
It was good. It was short. It was more the same, but they added some new monsters and new like stealth moves and stuff like that. It was
Now, are you like me where you just fall into the trap of like, I need to get this guy back, like I need revenge, like you just
all the
can't
way
stop. It's like, damn it! Every time you go after somebody for revenge, somebody else kills you. And like, now I got another guy I need to go avenge or revenge
Yes.
or whatever, revengeance. And then I played 30 minutes of Alien Isolation. I really wanted to play more of it, but I was so busy setting up tonight's show.
So many games.
But I will say that I thought the atmosphere at the beginning was really, really great. Really nice job. I remember seeing the first cutscene, and I was like, okay, so this is what the graphics and the cutscenes are going to look like. And then the game started, I was like, oh, like, no, that's how the graphics look throughout the entire game. That's pretty solid.
Consistent.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to playing it. I actually stopped.
Have you been streaming it?
No, I didn't because I wanted to get past the opening. I wanted to get to the part where you get to that good stuff, you know? And then now I'll start streaming it next week and get into the good, scary stuff. So guys, that's it for what's been playing. Before we move on to level update, let me acknowledge some Twitch hearts here. We've already gotten 14 tonight.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Oh darn it! It was about PS4 game Tetris. Can you play Tetris on PS4?
I've had no problems. I play with people online. There's like a battle mode you can play with people online. As far as I understand, there is a problem if you have 2,000 friends. If your friends list is maxed out, it's the same thing with like Dead Nation where it just won't load or something.
Right,
the game
because
like
the
glitches
PlayStation
out kind
Network
of.
is terrible with that.
Yeah, but it's fine for me. I've been playing all week.
Here you go. So thank you to these guys. We got Rude BA Gamer, Mike Dog, Alexis watching you, Deepos, Linus Cord, Chocolate Milk, Boss, Jeets 23, Foggy Bannister, CH123, Tardoggy, Surtor or Sour Tart. That's it. 25, Griff 1127, and Griff. Oh yeah, Griff. He's in the chat room. Griff. And finally, we also got a YouTube subscription from, I think it's Sykes Full Beats. So thank you so much. Cool. We're almost at 200 people in the room already. Thank you so much, guys.
Alexis watching you.
Alexis watching you, yeah.
Alex is watching you.
Oh, okay. That too. Same thing, right? They keep coming.
I know you didn't, but did you ever listen to like any like hardcore music when you were younger?
Yeah, I used to play in hardcore.
Remember?
bands.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. Do you remember the band Alexis on Fire?
Yes.
He just did the same thing. Like Alex is on fire.
I'm sorry. Sometimes you read these off, and since there's no spaces,
it was just funny
confuses you.
People do it all
but oh my god, we're almost at 200 people in the room. Thank you so much. Keep the Twitch hearts coming. I hear them after each level update segment. We'll read them off. They give you guys shout outs.
Kristen.
Number.
Sounds like a deconstructed.
Anybody else who wants to heart us, all you gotta do is hit the little heart button live from PlayStation, or if you're watching at twitch.tv/TheLevelUpShow, you can follow or subscribe there. Oh, speaking, we're above 3,000 hearts now, guys. Woo!
We're only doing big celebrations.
So many celebrations.
Yeah, we're not doing big celebrations anymore. We're saving the big one now for 5,000 follows, guys. But still, that's amazing. Thank you so much for everybody that's followed the show. It's unbelievable.
We should do it for every time we double the last milestone. So the first one was 1,000.
Yes.
Then we celebrated at 2,000.
Then 4,000.
4,000.
Then 8,000. Eventually, it's going to become
What
a
show
very
number
long
is
We'll
time.
fix it from, huh?
What show number is this?
53?
55.
55.
Oh, so we gotta jump
55.
55.
55.
I'm gonna have to count.
All right.
All right, let's move on.
We've been taking way too long on this.
Let's move on to the first level update segment.
Oh, I can't even talk already. It's hurting. Oh my god.
So, in what might be a surprise, or might not actually,
I don't think so.
it's possible that Microsoft is truly ending their promotional period, their holiday 350 or less bundles that they've been doing. So they actually put out on their official website an image that said, buy now because January, I think.
Yeah, it says don't forget.
3rd.
Yeah.
January 3rd is when they're ending. So I don't know, guys. Let us know if you are in the stores. Are you still seeing these bundles? Because supposedly yesterday, January 3rd, they ended the $50 off.
Right. Now here's what I'm going to tell you is my strongest assumption of this, and I think you're going to agree with this.
Yeah.
It's going to stay at $350 because they'd be completely dumb not to do that. But they're going to remove the bundles, and the bundling with games is only going to be like a special thing. Like maybe Halo 5 will be a bundle, or like for the holiday or something like that. But I don't think they're going to go up in price.
Yeah, like look at the way they worded it here. They said, don't forget the limited time pricing of $50 off ends this Saturday, so be sure to take advantage of this offer before it's gone. By them saying the $50 off ends, it kind of implies that now it's just going to be $350 and it's not considered $50 off anymore. It's just that is now the base price forever. So it's no longer considered a deal. It's just that's the price now. So I hope that's the case. Or the other thing is, do they maybe just kind of test the waters? Do they go back up to 400, see what happens, and then?
No, it would be detrimental to them.
I think it would too.
And it would give them such bad publicity.
Yeah, they have to stay at that price.
Right.
I mean, we were talking about it before. It's their perceived value is what people typically call it. Their perceived value is now $350 or even $330 with games bundled in. To go back up to $400 with no games bundled in, who's gonna buy it now?
It would be a little disappointing. Like when I got mine this past week, I was disappointed because I didn't get the extra $20 off when it was at $330, or there was other bundle deals. I did end up getting one. It was at the end of one from Best Buy that gave me a $50 gift card for buying it, so that was nice. So I had that coming to me, but other than that, there was nothing really extra that I could do. So I feel like at this point, because of all the crazy deals, they just wouldn't sell enough. Now, a lot of stores still, for instance, almost nobody has any of the Connect bundles. Like it's extremely hard to find a Connect bundle, but like Best Buys especially, they have so many of the regular ones with Assassin's Creed.
Without the Connect.
I was just in there checking out a store for work yesterday, and there was stacks and stacks and stacks. There had to at least be like 40 or 50.
I'm sure they're flooding the channels a little bit. And when it comes to the Connect version not being
they just didn't produce as many.
Yeah, they're not producing as many because they're not selling as many, so they don't need to produce as many.
What are we doing at 250?
250 is typically Pterodactyl Andrew. 300 is typically Drew F. Kristen.
Okay.
So 250, one more person, and I'll do Pterodactyl Andrew. Mike, you're up. Go ahead with the next story.
With the new Xbox One SDK update, it's going to have better ESRAM performance, which is great because there are certain things I'm not liking about it, in general. But I think this is going to improve it. In an interview with Gaming Bolt, Dying Light developer Techland talked about the December SDK update. And he said, we were using the latest version just prior to the new release that came out on December 12th. In terms of advantages, the main thing is just how much the ESRAM control has improved. The new API allows you to do a lot more with the ESRAM, things devs have always wanted to do but were not easily accessible. This together with the better tools, which is PIX, allows us to really improve performance and tweak ESRAM usage. Basically, it's going to allow developers to have much more control on the visual quality of games. And probably get them to get to that 1080p setting. There's not as much. The issue with the Xbox was that it was technically almost the same as the PS4. And I say almost because the PS4 and it was so slightly, but it was just slightly more advanced in certain aspects.
Typically, the GPU is what is.
But it was so negligible.
Mm-hmm.
The issue really came down to Microsoft's vision of a Connect mandatory system.
Yeah.
Which you can still tell is in there in the background of everything else.
And that's the other side of this. Actually, I didn't put it in the story, but after this came out, it was also revealed that the 7th core or whatever it is, a certain percentage of that has been opened up to developers now,
right.
but they have to trade off Connect.
Right,
so they can't use Connect.
Yes, and actually, from what I understand from that, you may lose Connect functionality completely.
Yes, exactly.
As a player, so you would actually have to only use the same controls that me personally I'm using now, with only controlling it from your controller.
But it's great to have those options. I'm glad they're doing
and
that.
I'm glad that you have an option. Like for me, there are certain times where I'm not going to need to say snap friends. You know, if I'm playing Assassin's Creed, I don't give a shit if Dean comes online. I'm not playing with you. You know, it's just, well, maybe for co-op. We're at 270.
Oh, before you move on to the next story, Pterodactyl Andrew!
Wow, that was quick. Jesus, these new people are going to be scared.
We're getting a lot of new people tonight. Thank you so much for coming in, guys. We'll acknowledge all the Twitch charts after our level update segment 1. Go ahead,
Did you
Kristen.
tell people to vote?
Yes, it should be repeating in the chat room over
But
and
just
over
tell
again.
them what it is, though.
Okay,
Is there
yeah.
a command?
Well, let's
I saw it, but
Okay.
let's tease a little bit here, guys. If you guys don't know, the topic of the week is posting in the chat rooms. It's the first annual Level Uppies. It is our Game Awards show. But here's the thing: almost all the topics have 4 choices each, and that's why we're going to be posting viewer polls, except for 2 final topics: most anticipated game of 2015 and also game of the year. Those have like 10 to 12 games each, and for that reason, we need you guys to narrow down the viewer polls.
For those that have already voted, please go back. Due to everybody's input and from our unaware, like
We didn't include in Game of the Year Dragon Age Inquisition because none of us had played it, and for that reason, we neglected to put it in viewer poll when we should have. So we added Dragon Age Inquisition back into the viewer poll. If that is a game that you would have voted for, go back to the website, change your vote to Dragon Age Inquisition because it is now there as an option. So you'll see it throughout the night, guys. If you want to post it, it's !awards, and you'll just go to that link, guys, and help us narrow it down to 4.
No.
What?
Sorry, Bogey's looking.
it's going to be a really good Level Uppy award show later.
We're excited.
Because Andrew spent like probably more than 24 hours working on it, so stick around for sure.
Faux show.
A show.
Go ahead, you're up, Kristen.
Xbox Live / XNA engineering lead leaves Microsoft. Boyd Molterer was involved with the original creation of Xbox Live and also had a strong influence on the engineering decisions for the Xbox One. Through Twitter, he announced his departure from Microsoft, but the way he worded it was interesting. His Twitter post reads, "Goodbye, Microsoft. It was a good run. Xbox was great. Time to do something new." The post could be read 2 different ways. On one end, he just wants to venture off into new territory and is saying thank you for Microsoft for the great years. On the other end, it sounds a bit like he's running away. Like Xbox had a good run, but it's on its way down. Xbox was great. I need to get out of here while I can. I can see that.
Yeah, that's the thing, is it all depends on how, when you're typing something out, you can't read into those necessarily without inflection.
Another comment implies he may not have been happy. It reads, "Nothing is perfect, but Xbox leadership is fine. On the other hand, I am complicated."
I don't know.
I
What do
mean,
you think?
this stems from every change that's come out of Microsoft over the past 1.5 to 2 years.
Yeah.
Whereas you can tell that there's something going on inside the company that people just aren't liking, and it wasn't falling in the same suit as when they started making the system. And that even goes down to the new CEO who hates the Xbox division.
Yeah.
He doesn't want the cell phone division. He doesn't want he doesn't want any of it.
Sure.
He's an asshole, and I think that has a lot to do with it. When you have a new lead change and people don't like the new leader, you kind of have some shifting opinions and they don't agree with everything, so they feel it. And he's obviously experienced enough to be fine on his own. He'll be able to find something very easily, I assume.
So guys, that is the end of our first level update segment, and that's why I'm putting the Skype banner up on screen. You are free to call in, and we can talk about anything game related. It's right there at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. So please call in. I got so many amazing calls this past Thursday.
That was an awesome show.
One of the best Level Up Directs I think I've ever done. Thank you so much to all the callers on Thursday. I loved it.
So guys, Skype in. Dean's going to put it in the chat with !Skype. In the meantime, Kristen, can you go do giraffe? We're at
We're at
300.
Okay,
Wait.
this is
Wow.
a real dog for, yes.
No, it's not.
Somebody has
It's a hamster.
It's a real dog. He's not a
Alright,
lamb.
and
You better hurry up, because Dominican's calling in.
Well, hold on a second.
You can answer and just.
I'll pause it for a sec.
I'm the
And Dominican,
giraffe.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We're going to pause you for a second. You're going to see Giraffe Kristen right now.
Awesome.
Go
Nah, nah,
ahead.
nah, nah, nah. Yeah. Nah, nah.
Okay.
What?
All right. And
All right,
Dominican,
and
now
then-
you are up. What is up, man?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
We're good, man. How you doing?
Awesome. I want to know, what's your predictions? Do you have any predictions of this year? Like as far as like the Xbox, like what's your predictions? What's gonna happen
Yeah,
this
sure.
year? And are y'all looking forward to the Morpheus? You know, the virtual reality thing has said that Sony's working on.
All right.
Okay. Well, first off, let's start with Morpheus. Do you guys think that will come out this year? Do you think we'll get that?
Yes, holiday.
You think it'll be holiday?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
I think you're gonna see
I'm
a
with
bigger
you. I
thing.
think a holiday.
I think you're going to see a bigger thing for it at GDC again.
Mhm.
I think you're going to see the official reveal at E3, and then I think they're going to do another PlayStation Experience thing next year, maybe a little bit earlier than this past year.
Sure, yeah.
Because the only reason they did it so late was probably to
The anniversary.
run the anniversary. I would assume it's going to be sometime around November, probably before Black Friday, so they can get the excitement and hype up.
Mhm.
And then they're going to put it out right before that.
Now, as far as Xbox One versus PS4, it's too early to say. But with what we know right now, I think the PS4 is definitely stronger. But that might be only because Microsoft is deciding not to reveal their hand yet.
Right.
Maybe there's a lot of exclusives they have this year that we don't know about. Right now, we
There's
know
a
Halo
lot of
5.
developers that they haven't said anything about.
Yeah, I mean, we got
So-
Halo 5, and they've created some new studios. They're probably working on things. Do we get Gears of War this year? That's possible.
Right.
There's all these things that we don't know about. On the PS4 end, right after New Year's, they released that they have like 15 exclusives like already revealed this year that are coming out, and that's not even including all the indie stuff that they're getting from PC and stuff like that. So I think PS4 wise, definitely it's going to be a strong year. I hope Xbox One has as strong as a
Right.
year. I think overall this is going to be an
I think there's a lot of
amazing
secret
year.
stuff that you're just not hearing
Yeah.
about yet. I would be surprised if this is going to be the first year that you hear of a special Microsoft-oriented, conference and
Yeah.
event, like PlayStation did, just to compete. Because now they're out of the three, they're the only one that doesn't do it.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
they're definitely going to do that. And I think if they are going to do that, that's going to be when you're going to hear a lot of exclusive stuff.
Sure. How about you, Dominican? What do you think? PS4, Xbox One, how are they going to fare this year?
I'm voting for the P4. Like I don't like the Microsoft anymore, so it's like I don't care much for them.
Okay.
So I just want PS4 to do good.
I think everybody's going to be happy this year when it comes to the
Yeah.
multi-platforms. I mean, let's talk
I
about
think
it right
all
now.
three platforms have a good showing for this year.
Evolve,
Evolve's coming out in February.
February. We got The
And that's-
Witcher.
And that's actually a big exclusive for Microsoft in some ways, more than, more.
Yeah, because they've got a lot of DLC and stuff.
We have The Witcher coming out. We have the Tomb Raider exclusivity for Microsoft coming out later this year.
Yep.
We have
Oh, I forgot about that
Uncharted
one, yeah.
coming out for PS4. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, just in the first few months, you have Evolve. You have what's it called The Witcher.
Wild
you
Hunt,
have-
yep. Batman Arkham Knight.
Batman Arkham Knight, possibly
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid in June.
Yep.
There's what 5 or 6 coming out within the first.
It's
half
an
of the year.
unbelievable start to the year
ridiculous.
because so many things got delayed from last year. So there's so much to be excited about in Dominican. I think both of them are going to do really well, actually. But thanks for calling in, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
All right, see you
It's
later.
great talking to you. All right.
All right, have a good night, man.
Good night.
All right. Peace.
All righty. Do we want to move on, or do we want to take another call?
Max, he's a new viewer.
Yeah.
I told him to call in. Max Million Royale. Call right now, man. We're going to take your call.
And I might have missed his
Yeah,
call. Let me
see
see
if
if
he
he called. I don't think so. We got a McKinley.
Might be him. I don't know. He said he called. I told him to call again, though.
Max
Okay,
is not making-
we will wait for him to call back in. In the meantime, I still haven't read off all the new Twitch charts we've gotten. We're getting a
Trey
Trey Grass.
Don't know.
Don't know.
I don't know, but he called a while ago. He called.
I'm gonna take him, and then this will be the end of this Skype segment, guys. But we'll have more.
Yeah, find out what his Skype name is. We'll call him after the next
Okay.
segment.
If we get a hold of Trey. I think it canceled at the last second, or he canceled it himself. So I don't think we're gonna get a
Yeah.
hold of him. All right, guys, don't worry. We got 3 more Skype segments that are gonna be coming up.
Yep.
shortly. But first, let me acknowledge, guys, because we've gotten so many Twitch hearts in the last 15 minutes. Thank you to the player 05, Mastiff 57, Leo, Igor is hot.
Igor,
Mr. Vice, Evo Zombie, I think Air Ian, Dark Havoc, Italerio, I think, Chicken Wing, Peter 89, Golden Chaotic, Cotton Cavalier, Papa Roach, Honk 1 if something, Christoon F. Moofy, Cool Dog, Nickerson, M Knock, J2 Raw, Evo Zombie YouTube subscription, thank you. Styler McLean, Lee Jonathan, Olsen. There's like 20 more, so I can't read them all off. But thank you so much for all the Twitch arts, guys. Keep them coming throughout the nights. We really appreciate those, and we'll read some more off after the next level update segment.
Yes.
So let's move on. Did I sign out? I think I did, right?
You're good.
Okay, I'm good. So let's move on. First up, this actually doesn't have
Con 9 just subscribed.
Ooh, thank you so much. Long-time viewer.
Thank you, man.
One of our longest viewers.
Yes.
But first off, PlayStation is compensating PlayStation Plus members due to the outage.
This is actually pretty cool.
It is
They
very
don't
cool.
have to do this.
So this is what they said. Happy New Year. Since access to PlayStation Network was impacted during the holidays, we wanted to show our appreciation for your patience by offering all PlayStation Plus members that had an active membership or free trial on December 25th a membership extension of 5 days. The extension will be automatically applied. And they're also doing a 10% discount code at a one-time discount off the total cart purchase. So if you have like a $200 cart purchase, it's going to be $20 off, which I think is pretty cool considering most people only had 2 to 3 days of outage.
Right.
They're giving us 5 days back. I think that's really awesome. So now the question is, does Microsoft follow suit?
I'm surprised they haven't said anything yet.
I am too, yeah.
But their work week doesn't start till tomorrow. Most people are still on holiday.
That's true.
You know, I mean,
What do you think, Dean?
I think that there seemed to be a lot more of an outrage towards PlayStation, so I
agree.
wouldn't
They
be
attacked
that
PlayStation
surprised.
harder.
They did, and
They came out
Microsoft
and
kind
said
of bounced back.
Mhm.
Their servers
with 1 day.
were just stronger,
Right.
quite
Yeah.
frankly, but
Oh,
like,
yeah. Well, me and you had that conversation.
yeah.
Right
They have
after
more
we-
servers. is
I
what
think it would
is.
be. I think it would be good just to save face because PlayStation's doing it, but
Right. That's what
I won't
was-
be shocked if they don't feel the need to do something.
I
Right.
agree. I think that the only reason they might do it is because of PlayStation doing
Oh
it. They
yeah,
weren't planning to.
I knew not to expect anything from them, but I kind of was thinking like, what is PlayStation gonna do this time?
Yeah.
Last time it was also out for a month,
Yeah.
so
Over a month. Yeah, that was a disaster.
That was awful.
Yes, it was. But the thing is, like, even if it is only 1 day, it was Christmas Day.
Right, and that's the thing
Right,
that
that was
soured
brutal.
everybody.
Yeah.
And that was our issue last weekend when we were talking about it. You know,
Yeah.
that was everybody's issue. You know, out of all the days, he's like, oh, I wanted to point out of all the days, Christmas, dude.
Yeah.
You're a cock.
Fan
Whoa.
service. Fan service, I think, would be enough of a reason for Microsoft to do it alone.
Sure, yeah.
But that's about it for that. Go ahead, Mike. You're up.
All right, give me 1 second. Sorry.
He needs a drink. If you can't tell, Mike is sick.
He's
Feel like I'm
struggling.
just-
The struggle. Hashtag
The
struggle is real.
Good.
So this is kind of cool. This is a little old news, but not as many people knew about it until they started posting it everywhere all over Reddit. But Destiny's future DLC plans have been leaked online a little bit. Through Reddit, somebody started posting much more presently a presentation slide that showed a chronological order of things to come for Bungie and Destiny. And in that, you have the current DLC, the Blade of Crota or whatever it was. I can't remember.
Dark Below.
The Dark Below is what it was called, yeah,
Yeah.
Crota. Then you got Dances with Wolves, or House of Wolves,
There you
coming out
go.
in March. Now, for these two, they stated it's going to mainly take place Cosmodrome, Moon, Venus, and the Reef, which is interesting. So I think you're going to see more Queen quest and everything going back and forth to the Queen, but I don't think you're going to see a lot of playable stuff in there or anything in there. But it's going to give you, again, another strike, another raid. This time it's going to give you 4 PvP maps instead of 3 like the current one. And then 3 story missions.
Very cool.
I'm not really holding out much hope for it because we saw what really came with the last one, but it was still fun regardless. Now what's interesting more than anything else is what's codenamed as Comet. This is something that was talked about for a while before the image was even released. Now we actually have a physical representation of the word on the screen. So on there, this is going to come out in September of this year. It has locations of Moon, Venus, Mars, and Hive Ship is what they're calling the new location. So it's a new location to play. There's going to be 12 story missions, 4 new strikes, 1 raid, one new location, which is Hive Ship, and 6 PvP maps. On top of that, there will be new subclasses and 2 new weapon types.
I've been waiting for the subclasses. I've been eyeing that empty slot.
That actually wasn't bad.
Oh, really?
We covered that story, I think, a while ago. And there's a lot of misconception about that. That was actually their original build, where you would actually lock in your choices for your class as you ranked it up.
Okay.
So that third one was so that you could have a second lock thing. So let's say you want your character to be more tough and recover health more, you could have a secondary one to have them be quicker or something like that. So that's what that was. But again, it's right there, it's available, so why not? But then after that, it says Vex something. You can't really read what the last part of it says.
Yeah.
Date is unknown. It's going to take place on Venus and Mars. Again, 3 stories, 2 strikes, 1 raid, and unknown amount of PvP maps, and then something called Forge of Gods at the very end of it. So
now, what I think is most interesting about this is that there's 2 DLC planned after the September DLC, and House of Wolves to Comet, there's like a 6-month gap already there. So that being considered, put another 2 6-month gaps for Forge of Gods. That means you might be getting Forge of Gods in September of 2016. So that means they have DLC planned for a long time ahead.
I'm going to tell you right now, this is my assumption.
Okay.
Comet is going to be a brand new, like, Destiny 1.5.
Okay.
It's going to be, obviously, one more pack, but also more expensive. It's going to be required that you own Destiny as a game, but it's going to probably be a $30 or more DLC because of how much it gives you. Then, again, in January, or in December, is going to be the Vex one, following suit with this past December for Dark Below. And then March, following suit with the other one, will be the last part.
So do you think that they're even working on Destiny 2 yet, or do you think they are?
Yeah, I think Destiny 2 is in the work, and it's going to come out 2016. September.
You think so? The very end of.
I think right now Activision. It's Activision.
Yeah,
that's what I'm really starting. That's what I hate more than anything else. Activision has them on their strict. We need something every year, which is why I'm going to guarantee you Comet is going to be a new iteration. They're not going to follow the Call of Duty bullshit where they come out with every year a new game, but they're going to definitely do something big. So that's why it's going to be September.
Gotcha.
That's their month. So Destiny is now playing September.
Kristen, you're up with the final story.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you a question first.
No.
Do it to it.
So Maximilian Royale. Oh!
Did you ban somebody you didn't mean to ban or something?
No, I had the question and then I erased it.
What do you think it was?
Max, can you send that to me again? I'm sorry.
I'm scrolling.
And I have another question that I'll ask in the meantime. The graphics on PS4 are really better than Xbox One, and how much space does a no added parts have space-wise?
I mean, Digital Foundry did a thing this year, like a year in review kind of thing, where they took all the games that they did comparisons on and then they summarized them. And when it came down to it, there was only one game that looked better on Xbox One. It was Assassin's Creed Unity.
And you can tell it.
And
easily.
that's the one that...
Assassin's Creed Unity, I'll put it out there, looks like Black Flag on PS4.
Okay. And then there was like 6 games that are... Xbox One has some advantages. PS4 has some advantages. It's a
Xbox is
tie.
way better for frame rate. I will tell you that.
Typically, that's the thing. Way better is, I think, a huge overstatement.
Well,
like people, like for instance, Dragon Age Inquisition has a better frame rate on Xbox One, but if you look at the comparison, it's by 1 frame. It's not like that big a deal. But there was, I think, 9 games that were considerably better on PS4. Now, the thing is, this year might be a lot different because the SRAM change, the opening of 1 core for the Xbox One, because they're starting to push Kinect to the side. This might change what we see this year, or we might continue to see the 1080p versus 900p.
Right.
It's going to be...
If you look, whenever they do like the graphics comparisons, it's like, it's not better, it's not worse, it's just different.
Yeah.
The shading is different. PlayStation kind of tends to stick to that like realistic, more natural look, and Xbox kind of goes heavy on the dark.
Right, I was going to say, they're usually very, very bad.
It's not bad, and when you're playing one, you don't really notice because you're not looking at the other.
Right, that's the thing. When you're playing it, you're never going to notice.
Some people prefer that on Xbox One, but what's funny about it is anybody who's like a videophile will be like, no, that's terrible. That they're crushing the blacks. Is what you're doing. But some people like the way that looks. Some actually people like crushed blacks.
True, yeah.
Right.
So it's all about a little bit of your perspective and your opinion on that thing. So guys, that is it for the section.
Christian didn't read yet.
Oh, I forgot. She read a question
I didn't
instead.
even read. And I have one more question that's from Max, and it's really important, so I'm going to ask it.
Did
I don't
you get
care
it?
what you
Did
think.
you find
Yes.
it? Okay, go ahead.
What do we all think of PlayStation Home shutting down and Sony trying to replace it with Neotopia, which is now on Kickstarter?
I'm confused a little bit about that because it has a lot of people that worked on PlayStation Home, but I don't think it's
it's officially from
sanctioned
Sony.
by Sony or anything like that.
Sony has nothing to do with it. They would never. First off, Sony would never put one of their projects on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest about that. They would do their own thing.
Yeah.
So it has no affiliation with it. But I think it's interesting that Sony decided to close it down.
Yeah, it was actually doing pretty well for them on PS3 as far as money goes, like ad revenue and stuff like that.
PS4 could have been much better. They could have done a lot more.
Yeah.
There's a lot more people that they have as part of the Sony family now. So I don't know why.
I think maybe one of their concerns is if they did bring it to PS4, they would have had to completely redo it, and then all of those like homes and clothes and all that kind of stuff that people bought, it would have all been gone, and it would have frustrated a lot of people. So maybe they decided
they could have done something as like a voucher for like, hey, you can buy X amount of this stuff.
That's true, maybe. But I think it's cool. We get something like PlayStation Home that's unrelated to Sony. If it comes to PS4, awesome. Right. That's pretty cool, I think. I touch PlayStation Home every now and then, and I would jump in not anymore, but I would jump in every 4 to 6 months, and I'd be like, wow, like they really added a lot of crap to this thing.
And it wasn't boring. Like it was sluggish.
Yeah,
because it was overwhelmed, but they didn't have the server power. That's what I'm saying. With PS4, could have been amazing.
I always thought Little Big Planet like style would have been better for PlayStation Home. But go ahead with the story, Kristen.
Full January PlayStation Plus lineup revealed.
Woo!
Although we already knew part of January's PlayStation Plus offerings, such as infamous First Light, we now have received the full list. On top of First Light, PS4 owners will be receiving the amazing and atmospheric puzzler, The Swapper.
Can't wait till Tuesday.
We strongly urge all level uppers to check out this one. For PS3, PlayStation Plus will offer Prototype 2 and DuckTales Remastered. Finally, for the PlayStation Vita, we are getting Duke Nukem 3D, Megaton Edition, and Whoa, Dave! Duke Nukem is cross-buy with the PS3 as well. Another awesome month for the PlayStation Nation to take advantage of.
I'm excited about DuckTales, actually.
Me too, man.
DuckTales!
Life is a mystery.
DuckTales!
Mystery. DuckTales! Woo!
DuckTales! Woo!
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg.
I don't know.
The angels, airplanes, it's a duck blur.
You actually sound better with your colds.
Yeah, you do. Oh my god, we're above 70 Twitch charts tonight already,
You know what's
guys.
funny about that? I just watched the Friends is now on.
Sexy Phlegm.
Yes.
I knew you were going to say
just
that.
watched that
Yeah,
episode like 2
How
minutes
awesome
ago.
is it that Friends is on
I
there now?
love it. I'm so happy. I
The
mean,
whole
it
series, right?
Yeah, whole
Yeah, the whole
series.
series.
All 10 seasons.
It fits in. I now have
Well, they play on
that. I
TBS,
have
like-
Scrubs. I have How I Met Your Mother. I
Yeah.
have all the good shit that I should never watch.
Check out Everybody Loves Raymond if you haven't. That's a pretty cool stuff. All right, before opening up the Skype lines, let's read off these Twitch charts from Godfather 420, Hacky 8236, Skullbon, Sweet Bama, Crump Master, Star Masher, Crystal B 93, Maximilian, there he is.
Hey!
Looney 79, I Don't Give a Damn 29, King Ford,
Skype on?
Crystal Cupcake, not yet. The Evil Clown Man, Ghost Snyder, Snap City, Toby Wild, Rock Og, Separator, Omar, and I'll stop there. There's a lot more, but thank you so much, guys, for all the Twitch arts. Keep them coming.
Like, try Bane with your sick voice.
Here we go. Go for it.
What am I doing?
You guys keep
And then
just
throw that
Sing
cup
DuckTales.
out. Throw that cup out when you're done.
DuckTales?
Yes, do DuckTales in Bane
In
voice.
Bane?
Yes.
You're gonna hurt your throat.
DuckTales.
Very nice. Very nice. There we go. Derek's calling in.
Hello,
Hey, Derek.
What's up?
What's up? What's going on,
Did you
man?
guys just really sing the DuckTales song?
Woohoo!
It echoed.
It did.
Okay.
That was awesome.
It was.
What do you want to talk about tonight, man?
Well, I was kind of wondering, what trends do you want to see continue or discontinue in the 2015?
Hater Shades!
What do you want to say?
Oh, wait, sorry, gaming.
Gaming related, yes.
Yes. What the heck were you talking about?
Hater Shades, man.
I have no idea what
Tiny
it is.
West glasses with the lines on
Oh, okay. I'm out of like the loop, I guess, when it comes to that.
I don't even know that that's still a thing.
But what have been some trends in 2014? I'm trying to think.
Multiplayer,
Open
multiplayer.
Yeah, and open world. You're right. So
social connection.
I had
social
enough,
connectivity.
dude.
you had enough.
Forced social connectivity and forced online connectivity.
I agree with you though. Like I have a problem with the forced open world too. Like I remember like Forza
Yeah.
Horizon came out. It's like cool. It has open world. But then Drive Club comes out. And everyone's barring all the problems Drive
Right.
Club had. Everyone's like, it's not open world. It's like it doesn't have to be open world. Like we're allowed to have
And then
circuit
then
racing.
people bitch when it's like, oh, this game didn't need to be open world.
Yeah, it's
Like,
like
shut up.
not every game needs to be open
I'll tell you
world.
what, Shadows of Mordor probably could have been linear and just been just as good.
Yeah,
think so?
you're right.
I do.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
enjoy the open
Now,
world, but it's
how
not
would that
open.
impact
It's
your
not that big.
nemesis?
I mean, I guess you wouldn't run into them as naturally, but like,
Okay,
if that
one
was
thing.
made into like a linear action character title, like I would have really enjoyed it still.
I think I might have enjoyed it more actually.
Maybe, yeah, for
You
sure.
know, open world is there's only a few games that really appeal to me in the open world sense. Infamous is one of them. I usually
Yes.
enjoy Infamous. Grand Theft Auto, the new one, is great. But a lot of times I get bored because like all I want to do is go to the story missions and then all the other stuff is like distracting me. It's like just let me do the story. Like that's every now and then because
Right.
most open world games have the problem where the side missions are just repeat. It's just like I just want to do the story stuff, and it would be
Call
better if it was
Destiny.
linear for that reason.
Right.
Right.
You know, but that's my opinion. How about you, Derek?
More new IPs.
Okay,
Let's see.
that's about it.
I think this is more of a resolution. Better servers, please, because the year was kind of a bomb for them.
Yeah.
And also, the level up show continue growing.
Oh, thank you, man.
You're welcome.
If Sony wants to buy us out.
Yeah, if Sony wants to buy us out, why Sony, man? Why Sony? Why not
We're
Microsoft?
streaming on PS Live. right
Yeah,
now.
that's true. That is true. We are on PlayStation Live. But yeah, I think broken games is a trend that needs to end
Oh my
for
god.
sure.
I don't even want to say that's a trend.
Yeah.
It's just, I think this year has kind of been an eye-opening.
You're more, it's a trend. It's what I teach my students.
All right. Yeah, definitely, man. Thanks so much again for calling in, Derek.
I'm trying to find
You're
who said
welcome.
it, but
Indeed.
remake.
See you later, man.
Your champ with you someday.
Yeah.
We're getting a call from Jimmy.
Hey Dean, I'm gonna send you a question in the chat.
Okay,
Do you think you can answer it?
I will certainly try.
Hey, Jimmy. Welcome to the show, man.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Not
Drew,
much.
Kristen, Mike, Beast. I forgot what's your name.
What's up, man?
What's your name?
His
What's your
is
name again?
Dean.
Dean. Okay, yeah, okay. I was thinking like a D name. Okay, so since you guys are having that poll of the most anticipated that word
Yeah.
of 2015,
Yeah.
the video, which do you think is your favorite? Which one is your favorite?
Well, we really can't discuss this yet, man, because
Yeah.
our level uppies later on is going
Ah.
to be when we discuss that.
Yeah, we're gonna cover it then.
Well, how about you, though? Why don't you give us your vote right now of the list?
Uncharted 4.
Okay.
That one was in the lead last time I checked.
Yeah.
I think
I
Division
know.
was right behind it, though. So, guys, make sure you go to the poll. If you don't want Uncharted 4 or the Division to win most anticipated, go to the link that is
If you
provided in the
haven't voted
chat.
yet, vote.
Yeah.
Please, Dean, post it in the chat for us.
He's a little busy.
I don't know the answer to that question, by the way. I don't know.
Max, we
I
don't know
don't
your
answer
answer.
that
The
question.
answer. You're too smart for us.
And, Jimmy, how about for Game of the Year? What's your vote on that one?
Game of the year, like last year?
Yep, of 2014.
What did he ask? Was it coming?
I'm not sure. That's hard.
What do we think?
It's up on the site. You know, we have the poll there if you want to
Yeah.
check it out. We have a
I think
list
so.
there of, I think, 12 games to choose from.
Yeah, after the call, I'll look at the poll and then I'll just like put in the chat what I think.
Okay. Cool, man. That sounds good.
It's
Alright.
probably
All right, see you later,
See-
man.
be released.
Oh yeah, and my brother says
It'll
hi.
be free to
Hello to brother Jimmy.
up to a certain
Hello,
level.
brother.
No, it's
See you
His
later,
name
man.
is just say like Little Jimmy because that's like at my school. That's what his like nickname is.
Okay.
Little J.
Little Jim. Little J.
Hey,
Little J.
brother.
Got any other?
All right, see you guys.
Dragon Con's calling in.
This will be the last one.
Dragon Con, welcome, man.
Oh. You know, Conrad, you there?
Uh-oh. Conrad, can you hear us?
Sounds like there's a snake.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, there we
Mhm.
go. Nice. We hear you, man. We hear you great. So what do you want to talk about tonight, man?
Well, I just wanted to let you know that I think you've got a really great show. I've been watching it for like forever, it seems.
Forever, yeah. Yeah, over a year.
It's just a little late at night for me. I keep falling asleep.
I'm with you, man.
Yeah, Dean
Well,
over
late for
here
me.
gets up early, so he knows what you mean.
So,
But
and
you're like one of our longest viewers, man. We really want to thank you for sticking with us for so long.
well, do you mean that in terms of how long I've been watching your show, or in age?
Both, I guess. But either way, it's awesome. Either way, I mean, to have a guy your age watching our show, sticking with gaming,
And he subscribed.
and subscribing to the show too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way to forget that.
Wow, thank you so much, man. You are a big supporter of the show. We really appreciate that.
Well, hopefully you keep going.
Mhm.
You have a good show.
Thank you.
And I think Dean is a good addition.
Thank you very much, man.
Yeah.
Just need to speak.
I know, I try, man. The chat goes so fast
Careful, Will.
sometimes, and I try to answer questions, and talk gets overwhelming.
It's hard.
It's
That's
tough.
why, and that's why Mark didn't talk as much, just because you get overwhelmed looking at look at the times when I look at the computer, I can't talk.
Yeah, you lose track.
Everything goes so
It
quick.
does.
Yeah, and we have a busy chat room again tonight, it seems. So you guys are
Sure.
really busy in there. But DragonCon, Conrad, on the topic of Level Uppies and Game Awards, do you have a game of the year for 2014?
Destiny.
Destiny. Okay. Destiny was
Yeah,
one of the
he's
top picks in
He's
there.
very big into it. We were playing for a while earlier.
Yeah.
It's fun. We had a good time.
He's not the only one. As far as the user votes go, I think Destiny was right up there, number one or number two.
Right.
So
Yeah, I had a lot of fun this afternoon playing for a couple hours with Mike.
Yeah,
Very
Yes.
cool.
Wow.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad that you guys are playing together. That's
Yeah.
great. All right, Conrad. Thank you so much again for subscribing. We'll see you in the chat, man.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Do you have a favorite or memorable online gaming moment?
It might be Uncharted 2 or 3. I can't remember which one it was, but I was trying to get that 20 kills in a row trophy.
That was Uncharted 2.
I think it was 2.
It was 2 because I remember we were talking about it just like a day after. I thought it was Metal Gear Solid.
It was Uncharted 2, and I had 19 kills, and I was trying desperately to get that final one. And the reason I got even close is that I was at 15, and just like I threw a grenade, and it just landed in between 4 people and exploded them all. I was at 19. I'm trying to get that final kill. I wasn't dying, but I just couldn't find anyone. There's like a minute left in the match, and I'm like running over trying to find somebody to finally kill, and the time ran out, and I couldn't get it, and I never ever came close to
What was the
getting
one
it
where
again.
you were like really close to getting it and the one kid killed you and they were all pissed off at him for killing you? Wasn't that Metal Gear Solid?
That might have been Metal Gear Solid. I'm not sure,
I
actually.
thought that was the one you were
Typically,
talking
my most memorable online memories are me failing. That happens very often. How about you, Mike?
Probably, you know what, Halo 2.
Okay.
Or no, Halo 3. When it first came out, my buddy Frank, who had just moved to Hawaii, his brother got it, so we were able to actually play that together again. So it was really cool because I hadn't seen him. I grew up with the kid for 13, 14 years, and all of a sudden he moves,
Yeah.
how many hours is that? 6 hours?
Yeah.
6 hours away. So I hadn't seen him, but it was fun because I played with him nonstop for almost 20 hours straight when Halo 3 came out. We just went online, and we didn't have work or school the next day, so we just played continuously
Very
all day.
cool.
So that was really cool.
How about you, Conrad? Best gaming memory?
Well-
One line?
Well, like about 3 weeks ago, I was playing Destiny, and I was on the moon, standing on an overlook, and something was shooting me, and I couldn't figure it out. And it wasn't injuring me, so it had to be another player. So I got my sniper out, and I was looking across the way,
Yeah.
and there was a guy over there. He was shooting me, and I'm going, what the hell? So I pulled my sniper up and looked over at him, and he must have noticed that, and he started pointing. So I said, well, I went over there.
This is really cool.
Okay.
We said hello. He was pointing out a loot chest to me.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is what I
nice.
love about Destiny. This is what I still love about it. And I do
Yeah.
the same thing to other people. If I see other people in the general area, I'll sit and I'll dance and like I'll wait and I'll shoot them even just to get their attention.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an unspoken community.
Yeah, that's the social connectivity that's special about the game, yeah.
And that is something that they have done right in Destiny. The interaction you can have with other players, I think, is just terrific.
There's plenty they did right with the game.
Right. Oh yeah. It's
Definitely
just,
is.
it caught a lot of flack for other reasons.
Yeah.
But what?
That is amazing. All right, Conrad. I'm sorry
All right, let's go.
to cut you off, but yeah, we got a big show ahead of us. Thank you so much again,
Yep.
though, for all your support.
Yep, good show.
See you later.
I'll see you, man.
Bye.
Seems
Can
like my
I just
favorite
say,
guy.
is this the cutest thing you've ever seen?
He's like my favorite guy.
He's a cool guy for sure.
Yeah,
Oh, there he is. He was on video, too. Oh, I
damn
missed
it.
him.
Oh, you jerk.
Oh, that's awesome. I just saw him for a split second. That's awesome.
My giraffe
Did you ever see him before?
child.
That was your first time seeing him? That's really cool. All right, guys, we're going to sign out of Skype. I'm sorry, Trey, but we're already...
Oh, I feel so bad.
We're already falling
we're
behind.
way behind. We have a
Oh,
big show.
Bogey's
But we're
gonna
gonna- Quick commercial break, though. We'll be right back, guys, in 60 seconds.
How cute is the puppy hat?
All right, so the secret word
Is Bogey
Is-
Giraffe Boy?
giraffe dog.
Giraffe dog.
Giraffe dog!
He deserves a close up.
Life is like
Don't eat it.
hurricane here
In
Duck
Duck World.
Ain't something race cars, airplanes. It's a
Duck World.
What is happening? We're at like 90 Twitchers tonight. Woo!
I used to know. I was at when they did the remaster version of that. I was doing the part-time thing at GameStop again.
Yeah.
And when that came out, anytime someone would say DuckTales, I would just go woohoo.
I'm gonna check
And
it out. That
this
game, I
was
think.
really sad
I hear
because
awesome.
there was
This
this
looks good.
there was this young kid he was like 17, 18 years old who had started working there as a part-timer, and every time someone was like, "Oh, I came for DuckTales," I would go woohoo. And he said it multiple times, and I was like, woohoo, woohoo, like over and over again. And the kid looked at me, he's like, why are you doing that? I was like, because, man, the guy's like, DuckTales. I was like, woohoo. He's like, I don't get it. He had no idea what DuckTales was. It really
I
made
feel
me
sorry
depressed.
for him then.
I was very depressed.
That is depressing.
Welcome back,
All right.
guys, to the Level Up Show. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday. We've gotten so many Twitch hearts tonight. Thank you to Andrew Kins, Chagros, Grapple24, Al Sick, Oradimo, PlayStation Gamer, Eric Fee, David McCann, Necru, Hazardous76, Chris Up, I think, Blakey1888, Furious BM, Flea557. You might be Kristen's new favorite viewer.
Hey, shut
Furious BM. JV Tech, X Mize X, Hackeye, Godfather, and we're caught up. Thank you so much, guys, for the Twitch charts. All you gotta do is hit the heart button live on PlayStation, or if you're at twitch.tv/Level Up Show, you can heart or subscribe there. You can also follow on Twitter, like on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. Check out our t-shirt shop at thelevelupshow.spreadshirt.com.
Say hi, boy.
And add us all on PSN. I am Drew M1788, Mike is Noob Guru, and Dean is the Beast NJ.
Look how cute my giraffe dog is.
So let's move on.
He's the cutest giraffe dog in the whole wide world.
After Kristen's done showing off her doggy. All right, let's move on to the third or fourth. I hope fourth, third. We're falling behind. We gotta hurry up.
We're falling behind. That's all he says.
We are.
You're the one that always complains that we go too late.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
you
gonna
know
go
what?
very late tonight.
Well, Dean has work.
I'm just gonna do whatever I feel my heart needs me to do.
Which is stay.
And that's right there.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
stay as
here we
long
go.
as I can.
So, Kung Lao is returning to Mortal Kombat 10, which I think is awesome. He is always one of my favorite characters. He was actually killed off in the last entry of Mortal Kombat in 9. So they're bringing him back. But what's interesting is if
Bring
you guys
it back.
Yeah, bring it back. If you guys have seen him, he's much older. They're giving him like a really old look in this one. I'm really excited though to see his fatalities. I just want to because this
I
one
don't
has the most
see
brutal.
anything fatalities
Yeah.
wise, but his were always the worst / best.
Supposedly, this Mortal Kombat takes place 25 years after Mortal Kombat 9, so maybe that's
Yeah.
why he is aged up. Ed
Well, I mean,
Boon,
look at Raiden.
Ed Raiden too, yeah, definitely. Now, Ed Boon was asked about if the character would receive a trailer, and he was kind of poking fun at it. He tweeted out a picture of a literal moving trailer with a picture of Kung Lao pasted on the side of it. So he's having fun. I'm sure we'll see a trailer very soon for the character. I think he's an awesome one.
Right.
You
So-
see Bogey in the corner sniffing Dean.
Go ahead, you're up,
Oh, I
Mike.
saw what's his name?
Goro?
Yeah, Goro.
Goro was in this one too, but we haven't seen anything yet.
for him yet.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm really excited
glad
about that.
I want to see more of him though. This is one that we get asked all the time about, and the video will come up in a second. The PlanetSide 2 beta is going to go live on PS4 this month.
Yeah.
I think in actually a week and a half.
Yep.
Sony SOE President John Smedley confirmed today that the beta will be making its way to PS4 in January, either on the week of the 13th or the 20th. On Twitter, he posted it was approved first pass and goes up either the week of the 13th or 20th. Other than that, there's really no information that we can really be gathering from on the beta or how long it'll run for. The only thing we do know is that anybody can sign up right now at PlanetSide 2's official website.
Yeah.
So if you are interested, go to the PlanetSide 2 website, sign up. Most of you have already done this. This looks fun.
It does.
It looks pretty dope, yeah.
I have never played it, and we've had this
neither.
conversation before. We are not big PC gamers. You're the closest to a PC gamer of any of us, and you're not even that big on PC
I'm not
anymore.
close at all, man. Yeah.
Right. So, but I definitely want to play this as soon as
It
possible.
looks awesome.
It does look awesome, and we get a lot of calls about PlanetSide 2. A lot of people kind of related a little bit to Destiny, but on a much more massive scale. So I think it looks
It's
pretty
more
cool.
of a true MMO, I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
Most of it.
A lot to be excited about, though. This came out a year ago on PC, so it's great that they're finally bringing it over.
Right.
Kristen, why don't you go ahead and start the final story so we can catch up.
Trazzler, the gay poodle hater, is in here.
Oh, nice.
Remember I was talking about him this morning?
Remember that time Trazzler said, "Where's that gay poodle?"
I was telling Andrew, we're laying in bed, and I was like, oh, remember that time there was this guy named Traz in here, and he just posted, where's that gay poodle? And I was like, but he was just trying to get my attention. It was really funny.
Yeah, it looks like a cross between Destiny and
Okay,
It does,
Xbox
yeah.
games with gold revealed for January.
Yeah, it does look very Borderlands-y.
You go ahead, yeah.
You know him.
Yeah, the
No, it's
video's
good.
going.
You're good.
Microsoft is delivering one of the strong games with gold months in quite a while by offering 3 games in January.
Woo!
Although 2 of those games are being split up throughout the month. First up is the Murder Mystery D4 for the Xbox One, which will be available for the entirety of January. The first half of the month will also see MX versus ATV, Alive, followed by the most exciting edition, The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings, for the second half of January. This will give Xbox gamers a chance to catch up on the series in preparation for May's The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which is nominated tonight for most anticipated game of 2015.
True story.
So, wait a minute. Is The Witcher on Xbox One? The Witcher 2?
The Witcher, no, that's one of the Xbox 360
Okay,
ones.
'cause
The
you
only
said-
one on Xbox One is D4.
Oh, okay.
And they're splitting up the ATV one for the first half of the month, and then the second half of the month is The Witcher 2. Which, I mean, I heard great things about, and I heard it was a really good port to the Xbox 360.
Right.
Really solid. So, I mean, Witcher 3 looks amazing, so I can understand why they're trying to get people hyped up
Yeah.
for the next one. All right, do we take a Skype call?
If anything, one.
Just
It's
one.
gonna be one question.
Okay, let's open up the Skype lines just for one call, guys.
Is there any short stories that we can read in the meantime?
Yes, I think we can probably open up the lines and then go back to maybe later on as like a memory thing, yeah. So guys, go ahead and call in on Skype at the Level Up Show. We're going to continue with the next story.
No, let me do mine.
Okay, with
Much
the
shorter.
video.
Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Hironobu Sakaguchi finally shows the canceled RPG Cry On, but I will not talk about it just yet. Let's take this call from Trey, because he has tried so many times to call in.
Right. I'm glad it's him. If he goes through.
Hopefully.
Does not look like it will.
Come on, Trey. Come on now.
Come on, pull through, buddy.
Trey, there you are. Trey, how you doing, man?
Yes, I finally got in. Okay.
You're here, man. What do you want to talk about tonight?
Okay. I want to know your opinion on what are you guys hoping for in Destiny 2?
This is your guys' topic. Go ahead.
I don't want to hope for anything Destiny 2. I don't want to think about Destiny 2. I want to see Destiny 1 at least improve in some ways. But if Destiny 2 has to be talked about, I want to see a better social integration for certain things. Being able to have raid matchmaking playlists. And better ways of finding other players, because people like Dragon Con and Carlos, Lunar Striker, haven't been able to play the raid or most of the strikes just because they can't find other people to play with. So that's a big issue right there. None of this bullshit forced DLC to get the most out of the game. You know, let it be as open as it was promised in the beginning. I mean, I could go on forever about what I want out of Destiny 2, but we actually still have a lot out of Destiny 1 that remains to be seen, especially with Comet coming out in September. So I'm not really going to go too much into it until I see what they still screwed up on with September.
How about
I'm
you,
gonna
Dean?
try not to even play Destiny 2, dude. It's just such a time warp. There's too many good games coming out.
It's the worst time sync in the
It's
world.
like, I don't know. It depends. We'll see what Destiny 1 shapes up to be, but really, I would rather. I think I fall more along the lines of like Andrew in that I like action games. I like story-driven games. I like these kinds of games, but I'm not willing to dedicate all of these
There are
hours.
people I know that put way too much time into Destiny. and they even know it. They just so much time. Like you wouldn't even believe. You would be amazed. Realistically, as far as a game like that, I'm more so looking forward to the next Borderlands and seeing if that's more socially
Yeah,
integrated.
for sure.
That is something I would be way more.
It's nothing against the game. It's just simply that like I
They
would
screwed
rather
up so badly the first
I
time.
would rather play other things.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm with you. If Destiny 2 does come out and I'm even considering it, it's because hopefully they've improved the mythology and the story and the way it's all integrated into the social integration.
Instead of making you go somewhere else to find out and read a card.
Make it like No Man's Sky where I can fly from planet to planet and with my buddies, we're traveling in space, taking out like maybe AI, like swarms of enemies, like, you know, having to fight together, landing on a planet, going right into a story mission together. You should never disconnect from the world. You shouldn't be going out to any menu to choose a planet. No, it's all seamless, just traveling all together.
It takes a while.
Yeah, so that would be my hope for the game. How about you, man? Trey, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, because like after a while it just gets boring. Because like now I've got everything that all I do now is just Tuesday and then dailies.
That's
Gotcha.
you, me, Ben. That's pretty much everybody playing Destiny right now.
Hopefully the DLCs, the expansions, like true expansions to the game will rectify a lot of those complaints.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Trey, thanks so much for calling in, man.
And can I ask one more question?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, what are you guys hoping for from the Division?
A lot.
And
I think, honestly, I'm not going to answer that just because I'm going to talk a lot about it later on tonight.
Yeah, because that's one of our nominees for most anticipated of 2015.
Okay.
Ubisoft has a lot to rectify,
Yes.
you know, in their structure of development. So we'll be talking about that later on, man.
Okay. I've been talking with like my friends, and like most of my friends say we're gonna be nice to others and we're gonna help them out. And then one of my out of all my 80 friends, one of my friends is like, I'm gonna be evil. I'm just like, dude, no.
Yeah. And there's going to be a lot of people like that, and I'm interested to see that. It's more of a social experiment in my mind.
Yeah.
Hopefully the morality isn't so black and white, too. I hope. Kind of like Infamous is too black and white. I hope there's a little bit of openness to it. Trey, got to move on. Thank you so much, man, for calling in.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Alrighty.
Well, I'm glad you finally got in.
Yeah, I'm sorry that we had to move on
I'm also
quickly.
very interested in this story.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm stopped. So I was talking about Cry On. It's from Hironobu Sakaguchi. It was originally revealed back in 2005 when Mistwalker was first revealed as the new Microsoft studio. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, the Final Fantasy director moving over." This is a trailer that they developed way back then. It's in 480p. It's not even HD. That's how. So for some reason he decided to show it off finally, even though the game was canceled in 2008. It reminds me a little bit of like a Miyazaki Studio Ghibli style. They really went for the true anime, you know, like where it's trying to simulate that effect, and I think it works great. She has this little totem character that you'll see here is much more than just like a little cute friend. Her power is to turn him into this giant stone creature that they travel together with. And I have a feeling that that's where the emotion in the game was going to come in. Right. Because he said from the very beginning that his goal with this game was to make every single gamer cry, and that's why it's called Cry On. I think it's kind of sad that it is never going to come to be, because Nobuo Uematsu was the composer who most people who are into Final Fantasy know is like one of the best video game composers of all time. Right. So, you know, maybe someday he'll find a way to bring this back. But Mistwalker, they had Terror Battle recently, but they haven't really focused on console stuff in a while, unfortunately. They're back. They're focusing on the mobile stuff, which is a big disappointment for me. But, you know, maybe someday.
I think Final Fantasy 15 is going to hold that emotion that you want out of it.
I hope so. I really hope so.
For nothing else than some of the nostalgia. Were we doing anything for 350?
Wow, we're at 350.
350.
I have no idea.
How about a pterodactyl? Oh,
Dean needs a animal.
Do you have an animal or any type?
You need a spirit animal.
Not on the spot. I mean, I feel like I need time to prepare for something.
You do. You're right. But you need to figure out your spirit animal.
Okay.
Okay.
A pterodactyl giraffe.
Does that us together?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try this
out. So
out.
you know, we're number 4 under Grand Theft Auto, Destiny, and Call of Duty.
Woo!
Nice.
Cool. That is awesome.
This
Will you
is
pause
for
this when it gets to
350.
the logo?
Absolutely.
Next week, Dean will be a spirit animal.
Yeah, you have one.
Done.
Together.
Done and done.
Pterodactyl giraffe.
If you have headphones on, remove them.
Yeah, take your headphones off because it's really.
Plus, this will be loud.
Greg might be my spirit animal.
I'm gonna do it in your face if you
I'm
do
doing it
it
in your face
You
too.
ready?
Ready?
We'll talk to them. Oh, we couldn't see Kristen because she was in the way of the sign.
Oh, was I?
No, I was lying.
Go ahead, do your giraffe.
Nah, nah.
That was
pretty
bizarre.
epic, though.
That was bizarre.
I can't wait for you to watch that back because it was really entertaining.
My spirit animal.
The pterodactyl. Mike, you're up. Go ahead.
So, Media Molecule will finally announce their next game this year.
Yeah.
And notice how I say game in quotes.
Yes.
Media Molecule creative director Marcos Healy posted this list of goals for 2015 to Twitter. Finish C64 game. Finish concept album. Destroy Candy Crush Saga Inviters. Reveal new Media Molecule game. Why the quotations? Now, I like
Because of this? Maybe?
Yes.
You think? I mean, this was the very first thing we saw on PS4 at the meeting for Media Molecule. It was a tech demo, I guess. Maybe showing how they can expand on the create tools in Little Big Planet.
I think you're going to see more of, like, puppet-style characters in one of their next games. They're going with that whole very creative sense, and this makes me feel very strongly that your character is you're going to control you're going to be basically a puppeteer. Kind of like the game,
which is an awesome game, by the way.
Which is very underrated.
Yeah.
But you're actually going to control a puppet in some way, or maybe not even a puppet, but just something like that. Because they went with the whole paper route, they went with the whole craft route. That idea would definitely follow suit with what they were trying to do.
I think it also makes sense, like the sculpting, that you might see in a puppet. You can see they're kind of made out of wood. So maybe, like they showed off in the presentation here, they actually were sculpting things with the move.
Yeah.
So maybe that's how you create your world and your characters, and maybe it's like a full three-dimensional Little Big Planet in that sense.
That would be really cool.
That'd be really cool, yeah.
Can you imagine if it was like a combination of like Little Big Planet meets
Project Spark?
No, the other one. What's the next one that they made?
I heard that was actually really good.
Tearaway,
yeah.
Meets Tearaway.
Yeah.
With like, you have to traverse the world, but you have to actually move your puppet.
They always find some crazy way to be creative.
Now this one, you wrote it in a different way, but I don't know if you realized what actually, I think, we'll see what.
Let Kristen read it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You're up with the final story.
Oh.
The green.
Oh, you're going to let me read this?
Yeah.
Do I even have to say it?
Yeah, you do.
Blank blank member arrested.
Possibly.
Possible Lizard Squad. A supposed member of Lizard Squad responsible for the Christmas Day attack was arrested after being raided from his UK home. Vinny Amari, acclaimed computer security analyst, first appeared on British TV to talk about the attacks, but was called out afterwards by a reporter as an actual member of Lizard Squad. His home was subsequently raided and all electronics confiscated, including game consoles, computers, and phones. Although he has since been released from jail, the FBI is continuing their investigation into him and one other supposed member by the name of Ryan C. Period. Lizard Squad is now claiming that their holiday attacks were simply in promotion of their do-it-yourself DDoS tool called Lizard Stressor, which is now available to buy online.
I want these guys to get AIDS.
First of all I have to say about this is if you are stupid enough to buy the Lizard Stressor, you are just asking for them to take over your computer and steal your entire identity. Like, please, people, like, do not do this. Like, not even because, like, we don't want you to DDoS us, but also you're just asking for trouble if you actually buy this thing.
Sure.
Oh my
I'm
god.
sticking by what I said.
Yes.
I don't care.
I don't even care.
Lizzie Squizzy going down. Yo, dude, I actually hadn't heard this story until she just read it.
No?
So that's actually pretty rad.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Now,
that.
he supposedly was not involved. The whole thing at first was he was the one involved at Christmas time. He hasn't done anything with Lizard Squad, supposedly. Like, as far as, like, 2D, like, what they found on his computer was that he didn't have too much involvement with much else for the past year or so.
Okay.
Most of his involvement was from a year prior and before that. But from what I understand, he was also the prime developer of this tool as well.
Gotcha.
So
guys, Skype is live at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. And in the meantime, I'm going to read off as many of these as I can.
Oh, I thought we were skipping down and doing commercial and then going right to the...
I think we can take one call.
Okay.
Just one call, guys. That's it. XX Mini, R Hooligan, Prague Damat, Barca Luivano, the Chris FX, the Dak Lazic, Who Bart, Achilles Mites, Bearman 35, Bearman, yeah, Bearman Pig, Bearman Dog, Scythe, Jax N9424, Chris Bianchi, Crook, Slayer of Zombies, CDN Butterface, CT Bombers, Fatality EV, Chico Time, Avery, USMC, Vizia, Andrew Adkins, Chugross, and we're caught up Right on time. All right, let's take this one call from Doom Turkey.
Doom Turkey. Look at this picture.
Doom Turkey.
Wait, look at this picture when it.
Doom Turkey,
know what to say
we
to
love
that.
your picture, man.
Thank you.
That is freaking awesome. Welcome to the Level Up Show. What do you want to talk about tonight?
I guess I'm trying to see whether or not I should get a Wii U.
Interesting question.
What do you have a? I mean, I'm assuming you have a PS4 already.
Yeah, I do everything on PS4. That's all I have. I
You have
do
an
any
Xbox
PC
One.
gaming. I guess my main concern is like whether or not I should spend that much money on like old tech compared to everything else. And then
You still have 2 years with the Wii U minimum.
I think the Wii U is a really good fit for the PS4. I think if you have a PS4, you probably don't really need an Xbox One unless you really, really like their exclusives like Halo, Gears of War, and whatever else they're coming out with in the future. But Wii U, I mean, I just got one for Kristen. I mean, I was surprised at how great Mario 3D World looked.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Really pretty game.
I mean, a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people are going to be most comfortable with the Wii S4 combo. But that being said, I mean, I do like that I bought the Xbox One. And I was in the same debate a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and actually prior to that as well over the past month. You know, I ended up going with the Xbox One so I could stream and play with, you know, more viewers and everything like that. But there's a lot of stuff I really wanted the Wii U for, and I still do want the Wii U. And I might end up getting it within another month or two. But you got so many Mario games. You know, Mario World, the Super Mario side-scroller, the Super Luigi side-scroller.
Yep.
You have the Pikmin remake, the Pikmin 3.
Got Star
which is
Fox
great.
coming next year.
Star Fox coming next year. You have the Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, which wasn't bad, but it was more the same from the last one. So if you never played it for the Wii, it's a really good one to play. Smash Bros is amazing.
And we can't forget Zelda Wii U.
Zelda's coming out. They haven't announced anything for a new Animal Crossing.
No, not yet.
You know, I mean, you have so many titles, you know, first party alone that will be with it. Plus, you'll be able to play all the old titles. So if you don't have any of the old games that you still want to play, Virtual Console alone is worth it.
Dean said that last week. He said the Virtual Console is almost a reason to buy a Wii U because there's so many great classic games on there. We just got a few of the original Marios on there, and I probably will get Link to the Past at some point in the future too. So yeah, man, honestly, I would say it might be worth it for you.
do you guys see a price drop anytime? I know it's like Christmas, so it's not gonna be for
I
a
want
while.
to say I
but-
wish, but no.
Yeah,
I think they're being
so.
too stubborn.
By next Christmas, I think definitely.
By next Christmas, yes. But within the next coming months, I don't think so.
Maybe by E3, maybe.
If it's gonna happen, I'd say before holidays, but I don't even know how much of a price drop it's gonna be. Remember, it started off,
At $350.
and they gave it a pretty hefty price drop immediately because they don't want to lose sales. So
Yeah.
I don't know how much lower it's gonna get.
I think
really.
$50 would be enough to just kind of
Yeah, I think so. One little
surge
game
sales a
in
little
there.
bit. But man, I'm sorry. I hope that helped you out a little bit. We got to move on. We're about to start the Level Uppies.
Yay!
Alright.
All right, thanks for calling in.
Yep.
See you later.
I feel so bad that we're running so far behind.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and get the clock? And
Hey, you're supposed to not say it out loud.
sorry, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
And maybe we're good. We're good. Okay, so the secret word is Doom Turkey.
Doom Turkey is the secret word.
I liked it. It was pretty entertaining to me.
Doom Turkey.
Were you not supposed to say that she was getting it?
I guess not.
Oh,
I didn't realize.
I didn't know either.
Yeah. Hopefully nobody heard that. Thank you for the Twitch art. And while we're on commercial, thank you to Thrash Vice, 254 Moneymaker, Megatron, Rome
I
Galore.
don't think you were supposed to do it secretly.
I said I can't believe Rick's not gonna be.
Oh, Rick's not here? Why?
That's a good spot for it.
It is.
Guys, we're above 110 Twitch arts tonight. That's unbelievable. Thank you so much for all the Twitch arts. Keep them coming, especially now that the Level Uppies are about to start pretty soon. I think we're probably back from commercial, right?
Yeah, in
I
about.
would say so.
Yeah, I think we're.
Doom Turkey.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to the Level Up Show. This is a gaming dedicated talk show. On every Thursday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. You can follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/levelupshow, or you can heart us live from PlayStation by clicking the little heart button, as 115 people have already done tonight. Keep them coming. We will shout you out at certain points throughout the night. You can also follow on Twitter, like on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and check out our t-shirt shop at thelevelupshow.spreadshirt.com. Finally, add us on PSN. I am Drew M1788. Mike is Nude Guru, and Dean is the Beast NJ. Are we ready?
No, can I
So ready.
I need to say one thing.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
those
Rick's
of you,
here.
Rick's
Rick's
here.
watching.
yes.
Yeah, Rick's watching.
Oh, he hasn't commented. once. For those of you who don't know, this is our clock. When we first started the show, we did it in our little apartment. And we had this clock, and it always got so much attention. Probably Dean doesn't really know this either.
No.
And everyone was obsessed with this clock, so it has become almost a god to us.
Yeah. In some ways, I think it has powers.
It has magical powers.
Yeah, I think so. All right, let's get started. What do you think?
You are so weird.
Oh, you know what? I want to clear something up real quick. Because people seem to be a little confused. Dean and the Beast and Jay are
One and the same.
The suit and I are one. We are the same person.
What are people
I
saying?
am he is me. That's it. Move on.
Bruce Wayne
People
is Batman.
People just seem a little confused. They're like, oh, Dean is the Beast. You're the Beast is Dean?
Yeah, the Beast from the East.
Absolutely.
But that's
Dean
me.
Marchese.
Now we're all good.
All right.
We're good.
Are we ready?
And we
There
also
you
have
go.
the big clock in the chat room.
Amazing.
That's why Rick wasn't
That might
talking.
actually make this worth it.
Um,
All right.
Oh! Found it!
And we're on.
Are you really getting that into it?
Welcome, level uppers, to the first annual Level Uppies. This is Mubot, and I have become self-aware.
Moobot, where did you come from?
Kristen, I was put on this world by the clock.
Mubot, do you mean this clock? The Level Up Show clock?
Yes, the big clock. It chose me to be your announcer tonight. Do you smell what the clock is cooking?
What? That's like something Kristen would say. Is this like seriously? Is this seriously happening right now?
Shit, man. I'm as serious as a heart attack.
What?
Should we move on?
I don't know about you guys, but I am totally convinced that we were dealing with the real Mubot here. So
Oh my god.
let's move on. Go ahead, Mubot.
Alrighty then. Now let's welcome our co-hosts, Andrew Midori, alongside the classy douchebag, Michael McLaughlin, the Beast from the East, Dean Marchese, and the sexy giraffe, Kristen Midori.
Thanks, Moonbot.
That was really weird. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you.
You are very welcome, Dean. Now on with the show.
All right, guys. This is awesome. We got Mubot announcing tonight, but this is the very first annual Level Uppy Award Show. We're so freaking excited about this. There are like 11 or 12 categories tonight of games to look forward to, and the best part of it all is that you guys are going to be active in all of them. We're going to be doing viewer polls for every single category so that you guys can let us know your choices for the award show tonight. What's going on in the chat room? Everybody happy?
Everyone's pretty excited about what just happened.
Smell what the clock is cooking.
Yes.
That was really weird.
We're almost at 400.
We're almost at 400, which is perfect for this moment. 393. Let me just take down the Skype. Oh, never mind. You did it. Thank
I
you.
did. I'm trying. Are
What do
you trying to
you
log
do
in?
if it hits 400?
I might have disconnected
Oh
you.
god.
Do we just explode? Does everybody just
well,
explode?
Oh, shit.
Typically, we do Dino Team.
Oh, how do you
Well,
do
we
it?
have
Yeah,
to
well, no, it's fine. That makes sense because we
Wait, you
do
know what?
more. We can do Dino Team.
I don't
Nah,
want
it's back
anyone
to
to tell me
back.
how to do it. I just wanted to see what we do.
No, it's not true. You just pick a random dinosaur
Just
and you
let it
act
happen.
like
And you just
it.
become a dino. Yes.
I'm fucking excited.
All right.
Guys, tell your friends, get us a 400.
Yes.
Get Dean to do his first Dino Team experience.
I mean, are we ready to move on with the show?
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude, let's-
Move on. Go ahead. Bring us on to the first topic, please.
That was really cool that she actually chose to join us. Bob.
Yeah, definitely.
Where's Rick? His girlfriend's here.
Best music,
Awesome.
score or soundtrack. And the nominees are Transistor,
It's a good choice.
Solid choice.
Love this. I had to get this on.
Yes, it's really good.
When You Speak, I Hear Silence. Every word a defiance. Child of Light,
I love the music this one. Remember, Greg was obsessed.
Oh yeah, he was. He was all about it.
Excellent music. This might be a controversial one here.
I just don't want to hear this anymore.
Dude,
But it's just still really good. And all of it. Remember the first time hearing it? That's what does it.
During the beta.
Think about when hearing it the first time. You're like, oh my. We all sat there listening to the music.
Yeah, definitely.
and Little Big Planet 3.
This was my choice.
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I was gonna say that had to be all you.
I like it though. I think it's an awesome soundtrack to Little Big Planet. I think it's one of the best things about it. It has a few minutes here.
Can you vote on Xbox One?
You can vote, yes, by using the interact button. I don't know what
one. I don't know if it is. On
you might have to type it in as like /interact. I'm not sure what the code is,
Right.
but you can do it through the chat room.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can like type it as a command.
So guys, you guys are doing it. Thank you so much. Keep voting, guys. There's so many coming in. We'll
That's
check those
awesome.
out in a little while. And don't forget to vote on most anticipated of 2015 and game of the year for later on, so we can narrow it down to 4. So guys, let's talk about this. We got Transistor, Child of Light, Destiny, and Little Big Planet.
Now, are we going to say what we want to win?
Well,
I
we have
think
to convince each other here.
Right, okay, so I think that's what we should do. We should handle this as we convince each other why we want one category to win. Me personally, as much as I really love it, because I had to hear it on repeat all the time, Transistor was phenomenal. Yeah, I really like that they chose a new budding artist for that. You know, she sounded great. Destiny. The first time we all booted up, we even said, we sat there in the alpha, me and you were actually standing there just listening to the music.
Yep.
Yeah, we weren't doing anything. You know, I did the same thing with Dave and everybody. When Beta came out, and I played more of it, and the same thing happened again. Hell, even now, you know, I'll be hanging out at the house, and I'll leave Destiny up in the tower, because there's 2 songs that I still love listening to. There's like a guitar plucking where he's just like playing, and you hear it was very natural for him. So, to me, 100% without a doubt, it's Destiny.
What do you think, Dean?
I'm gonna have to go with Destiny. Transistor, as far as like actual like musical notation goes, Transistor is beautiful. I'm a musician and like I can hear
Right.
certain nuances and like it was awesome. But Destiny, the same thing as Mike said, when I played the beta and I booted up, I was like, I just felt there.
Right.
And there's a certain like I think it's like one of the first 3 missions, and you're going back, and then the song starts to kind of change, and the enemies kind of start
Right.
coming at you heavy and the drums start kind of
Well, not even that. I forgot the new DLC.
Oh yeah.
How awesome was that?
This
When
is
and
so good.
it does like a Blom comp. It does like a Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
But it's just it's very like exciting. And we were even talking. I was talking with some friends, and I was even saying this makes me really excited for the Destiny music again and all the new music. It was you could hear the tones that originate back to the first part, but it definitely was original on its own. So
from the very beginning, it was between Destiny and Transistor for me. I know Little Big Planet 3 I threw in there, but just because I really did like the quirkiness.
it was different. It was
quirky.
really cool, and it deserved the recognition.
It wasn't a winner for me, but I thought it was good to have it in there.
We just hit
I
400.
really do. Oh my god.
All right, now $3.99.
$3.99. All right, let's wait a second here. I would have pushed for Transistor, but I do love Marty O'Donnell's score to Destiny enough that I think for sure I can go with that with you guys. I'm with you, Destiny. Did you have any input on this at all, as far as the music that you heard when we were playing Destiny and Little Big Planet?
It's all really good. I really think the Little Big Planet music is catchy, though.
Yeah.
It is catchy. I agree.
I feel like that fits your style better anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. It's really
It
fun.
was
It's
definitely
It makes you
worth
want to dance. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it deserves
So-
It's all
recognition.
good, though.
And we put it in there, so it got its recognition.
So guys, hurry up, get your last votes in. We're gonna be done in a second.
Because the Level Up Show pick for best music of 2014 is Destiny. So that's pretty cool.
The only place they're gonna get recognition for from us here.
Oh, you know, we'll have to wait and see.
Should I reveal?
Let's reveal the viewer vote for best. You switched over to best story.
I had to.
Okay. Just switch back over to.
Yeah, I am.
There you go. And we're gonna reveal the results now. And you guys, what did you guys pick? Because you switched it, it canceled it.
It did?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
All right, let's take a pause here.
Let Drew control it, because he knows what he's doing.
How about we?
No, he told me I could type them in.
I thought she could type it in so that she could be
told me to do
ahead
that.
of time. You know, I thought she could do that. So why don't we put it back up so people can vote again?
And then we tell guys,
You told me
unfortunately
to do
we have
that.
to have you guys vote again. So she's gonna put the poll up again. So please revote.
Yes.
All right. Sorry, even if you voted, vote again.
Yep, there they go.
We're gonna
We'll
go.
come, guys.
In the meantime, we're gonna go do Dinosaur Team.
That's true. Let's do Dinosaur Team.
So we have to
Did
do
we
it
hit
anyway.
it?
We did it 400 for a split second.
Where do I go? What do we do?
So-
You can do wherever you want to do it.
So
All right.
basically, we're gonna go up. We're gonna pretty much all right in the middle.
Yeah.
All you're doing is picking a random dinosaur and acting it out.
I don't even know what dinosaurs sound like.
He told me I could get ready before.
I thought you couldn't. It would have been good if you could have gotten it ready beforehand. Because now you're going to have to do it on the fly.
Seems to
Good guys. It doesn't matter. All right, Dino Team. All right, you ready?
It wasn't my fault. Now I feel bad.
All right, I'll get down here.
Should we announce the dinosaur first?
We're
No,
doing
you're not
this.
saying anything.
We're doing this because we have 400.
400 viewers for Dino Team.
I'm doing that too.
Right, ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Alright, loved it.
Oh my
Nailed
God,
it.
love us.
Nailed
I
it.
think pretty much everybody has voted again at this point. So I think we're good enough to read it all.
Yep, go ahead.
So Chris, if you can get the app.
And we'll get it right from now on, guys. Don't
Right.
worry.
I'll have to type them in on the fly then.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
And let's hope this works. Please work. Please work.
And the winner is. Wow.
Yes.
Destiny.
Resounding Destiny.
53%.
I think a lot of people agree. You know,
A lot of votes there, too.
And there was quite
That's 100 votes right there.
Wow.
So
That's
great
awesome.
job, guys. We're going to do that with every single viewer. So why don't you hide that now?
Every single reviewer.
Every single reviewer.
Every single reviewer.
I'm really excited. Very, very excited right now.
All right, so
all right, let's move on.
Let's type these in.
Move on. What is the next category?
I can't do it before him.
All right.
I have 3 of them ready though.
Best story.
Nice.
Awesome.
And the nominees are South Park: The Stick of Truth.
Have our friendship. I hereby level you up to the rank of Commander.
Hey, that's me!
My lord, we know where the humans are hiding the stick. What, really? We just intercepted their messages on Twitter. You shot down their message raven. Right, we shot down their raven, and the evil Wizard King has hidden the stick inside his desk at school. Dude, of course. Come and hid it in his desk.
The Walking Dead Season 2.
Definitely.
Hello there. I'm out looking for my people. 7 of them to be exact. Maybe you've seen them. A couple of farm boys and an old man. Spanish guy and his daughter. Big black guy. And a pretty little pregnant lady. Let's just say we had our differences.
The Last of Us Left Behind.
I haven't seen you, and I don't even know how long.
45 days. Well, 46, technically. Want to know what I've been up to?
I do not think
All this time, I thought you were dead.
I know.
Do it.
Yeah.
I know, I need to.
It only takes 2 hours.
And Transistor.
Sybil was their eyes and ears. Got close to you. To us. We're hunting people. Don't know for what. But I bet I know who does.
There you have it, guys.
All right, best story between South Park, The Walking Dead, The Last of Us Left Behind, and Transistor.
This is a tough one. Now, guys, if you haven't yet, vote in, please.
They're voting.
People coming in. I see it coming in. I just want to make sure everybody knows. So get your votes in. Here's the problem. I don't know enough about Transistor to give a vote on.
Okay.
That being said, obviously I love South Park.
Yeah.
I loved it. But The Walking Dead, man, that story is.
I'm not even done it yet, and it's solid. I'm 2 episodes into The Walking
The
Dead.
Last of Us Left Behind, phenomenal DLC. However, in the running with the other 2, I don't think it actually holds up. It's too short to have. It has the emotional impact, but it was a lot of the same type of emotional impact from the first one.
The reason I think The Last of Us really belongs here is because it took a story that we knew, actually. I mean, if you played The Last of Us, you knew what was going to happen in this
and
DLC.
it still hit you.
And it also expanded. People didn't expect it. A spoiler. I mean, we're going to do a lot of spoilers tonight, guys.
Earmuffs.
It expands on what happened in The Last of Us by showing a period of time that you didn't see. So, and that too. I mean, let's be honest, it did do something very, not original,
expected.
but, unexpected a little bit, and something that is needed in the video game medium.
What do you feel about What do you feel about Transistor?
I think Transistor just needed the recognition.
Okay.
I don't actually think it deserves Best Story.
Yeah.
It was just
What do
very,
you choose?
very... it was slick and stylish. I would go between South Park or Left Behind, personally.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
You don't think Walking Dead's holding up to it as much?
No.
Okay.
I like The Walking Dead Season 2, but to be honest with you, I just haven't played enough of it
434,
yet.
by the way.
Wow. All right. If I had to choose, I think I have to go with South Park.
Yeah?
I have to go with South Park.
Okay.
Because it just was so freaking funny.
Oh my god.
A kid.
That last, and you played it more recently, but that last half hour of playing, were you not hurting, laughing inside?
Really. Whoa! We just got a donation. I'll get to that in a little bit. But how about you, Dean?
I didn't play South Park.
Boo!
I haven't played The Walking Dead yet.
Boo!
I'm going to. I just told Greg I ordered Wolf Among Us.
I know, I saw
Knocked
that.
out, and then
And then you're gonna get
Walking Dead's up
Walking
next.
Dead.
But I played Transistor, and I haven't played the DLC for The Last of Us yet, but just based on how emotionally attached I am to The Last of Us, I have to give my vote to The Last of Us.
It's a really tough one. I think I'm gonna have to go with South Park just because it was original and entertaining.
Yeah.
This is the year for Matt Stone and Trey Parker.
Yeah.
So this.
I
is
mean,
the
I know you
role
didn't
of that.
play these games, but watching me play a few of them, is there anything that really stuck out?
The Last of Us.
Yeah, I figured you'd say that. Yeah.
So what are we gonna go with?
I mean,
We have two South Parks?
I would have to go with South Park,
I-
even though Last of Us is a very close second for me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You didn't play South Park, so
I
that's
know.
the thing. I
Should we
mean,
take it to the fans?
Let's
I
see
mean,
the fans.
let's see what they voted for. Maybe this will.
And
wanna
the
give them a couple more
results
seconds there?
are in.
All right. Voting is closed. Last one came in last second. Wow.
Huge.
Unanimous.
Yeah. 63% said The Last of Us.
Wow.
That's.
I wonder how many
surprising
of them
a little
didn't
bit.
play South Park, but that's fine.
That's true.
So we're, you know what? We were already on a tie.
Yeah.
It was tough already as it was. I think we're gonna
We'll
give
go
it
with
to
The Last of Us.
Last of Us got best
The
story.
Level Up Show pick for Best Story of 2014 is The Last of Us Left Behind. Really, really great story. And a great expansion on what The Last of Us did already. It's kind of amazing that they were able to take an amazing start and make it even better, actually, in a way. So, really awesome there. Let's move on to the third category. Move on.
Absolutely.
What's up? Ooh.
Best graphics.
This will be interesting.
And the nominees are Infamous Second Son,
Ooh. That's pretty good.
Drive Club,
Touchy.
Forza Horizon 2, and Assassin's Creed Unity.
I know what everyone's going to say. Assassin's
Oh.
Creed should be in there for the graphics,
It
the
looks
visuals,
Yeah.
not the technical side.
What about
the-
Destiny?
I don't think Destiny really should have been in there. No,
I don't think so.
No, I really don't think Destiny should have been in there. But, I mean, guys, let us know in the chat room if you disagree with what we chose for the best graphics
Yeah,
nominees.
so guys, vote on your best game, what you thought graphically was the best, even if you don't agree with one of them on there.
Two of them are kind of controversial. One, because Assassin's Creed Unity didn't perform well.
Right.
Frame rate wise and all that kind of thing. The other one is Drive Club because it had it's just amazing problems at the beginning. But once the weather patch came out, I mean, that's my
Don't
pick.
get me wrong.
This is my pick.
I think this is going to take it from me. And here's why. Graphically speaking, there was so much artwork in here or things I thought was artwork.
Yeah.
Things I thought was computer generated graphic pieces that were really just clips, photos of someone playing the game. I remember when we saw that first trailer, or not first trailer, that the big reveal trailer.
Yeah.
You know, when it was showing you the different weather patterns, and you were passing like the snowy area, and then it started raining, and you saw the rain droplets in the water. That blew me away. There were people I showed that to just to show them the graphical capabilities of gaming systems now. And hands down, without a doubt, Drive Club surpasses everybody. Unfortunately, they weren't able to make their servers run well.
Yeah.
But right now, we're not talking about how well the game played. We're talking about how well it looked.
Yeah.
And it was still playable, so it's not like they just made a piece of good-looking artwork.
I think the weather patch, I probably wouldn't have said Drive Club.
No.
I think it's definitely the weather patch that really did. And everybody, that really like kind of started a resurgence of hype for that game. And I hope that once it does come to PlayStation Plus, whatever that is, the weather patch will actually get people to try it out just for the graphics alone. Because I hear it actually is a good driving game. Again, we're not talking about that right now, but hopefully that does happen.
Now, do you think that what do you think about Forza Horizon?
Forza Horizon is gorgeous, but the thing that holds it back is obviously it's an open world game, so it can't do
replicate
as
the
much.
same- right,
But
exactly.
if you take into account that it is an open world game, it is gorgeous. Gorgeous game. I think what I like about Drive Club in comparison is Drive Club goes for realism. Just hardcore realism. And the point that it doesn't have like oversaturate the colors or anything like that.
Right, they were
Forza
actually-
oversaturates
Right,
everything.
they were able to replicate realistic looks and scenery without overdoing it and breaking that odd part of the fourth wall, or not the fourth wall, the whatever, you know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But I mean, that being said, Assassin's Creed does look great.
Yeah, it does.
For certain things, obviously not on certain systems.
I've seen certain scenes where he's like up against like a what are they called, like the stained glass window and stuff like that.
Oh, it's amazing.
Beautiful,
I've seen
absolutely
that.
beautiful.
Yeah, I've seen multiple parts of that, and it was great. Infamous. Now, Infamous was great at the beginning, but there have been games that have surpassed it since then. but I feel like that was one that was added because it needed to be recognized.
Yeah.
For how quickly it came out after the system launch.
I think one of the reasons is because, again, this is an open world game. For an open world game, the thing that it did with the atmosphere, the way the time of day. Did you play Infamous?
Oh yeah,
I mean, God, some of the dusk and like the haziness and stuff like that. There's something about the atmosphere in that game.
Just the way the superpowers look. If you look, even just something as simple as the smoke power, if you really look, there's like debris and embers and like it's beautiful. That's a beautiful.
So what is
neon? Man, neon.
I do respect what Drive Club did, but as far as like the overall graphical quality of the game, I'm gonna give it to Infamous.
Okay.
What do you think?
I have to go Drive Club, man. That weather patch blew me
yeah,
away.
for sure.
It blew me away.
I'm gonna go with that myself.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that really stands out over any other game this year.
I could be swayed to Drive Club because like it's undeniably good looking.
Right.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
Kristen, do you have any input on any of these?
No.
I mean, you did like Infamous, though, right?
I did like Infamous, but no, my vote is not educated. So let's reveal.
All right, guys, last votes.
Hearing a lot of AC and a lot of Infamous.
Viewer poll for best graphics of 2014 goes to.
It's gonna be between the two that we mentioned, so.
It was
Infamous.
Assassin's Creed in second. Infamous in number one. So we're there with you, Dean, on this one. Again, a lot of votes there, over 100. Thank you so much, guys, for voting. Infamous Second Son is the best graphics of 2014 from the viewers. From the Level Up show, we went with Drive Club, but Infamous was also a beautiful game for sure.
Now this is.
Okay, let me pause for a second here because we are getting a lot of Twitch charts, and before we move on to the next category.
Donation.
And the donation. Who was the donation? Actually, we can check on here. The donation was from Tyspin, of course. Tyspin, as always, thank you so much for your support of our show. You are just a relatively new viewer, but so
he's awesome.
Awesome,
He's a really cool guy. I like him.
And also, thank you to these several Twitch charts here. We got Pierre 57, Maddie, Jimbo, Exantor, King's Victory, Zombie Waffle. My name is Daryl. Thank you for the YouTube subscription. Back to Twitch, we got Justin Rich, L Angel, Mostly Wanted, Monrovia, Enya Leon, I think, Maddie Dark, Woods Runner, Amber, Dustana, Niles, Memo. It goes on and on. Thank you so much for all the Twitch charts, guys. Keep them coming. We will shout them out a little later on as well. So let's move on to the next category, Mobots.
I think for me, it's going to be this.
Best Artistic Direction.
I can see that.
And the nominees are Transistor,
Very good choice.
It's going to be a tough one.
Child of Light,
I love
Valiant Hearts: The Great War, and Donkey Kong Country: Tropical Freeze.
Alrighty. The one that sticks out immediately for me is either Transistor or Child of Light.
Absolutely. I want to point out that it's amazing to me, out of all these titles, only one is a AAA title.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the way indie guys compensate kind of with the lower budget is by doing something really creative with the artistic style.
Transistor was not only different, but it was definitely beautiful at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the art. But the Child of Light, that game, man, that was
the very first time you saw Child of Light. Do you remember this one here?
Oh yeah.
It's a beautiful game. The artwork is actually gorgeous.
And it's just consistent. It's consistent, like actual physical drawing. I mean, obviously that's what they went for, but it's different. Now, I want to talk about the UV art approach with Valiant Hearts.
Yeah.
When we first saw that, that was great, and that I think was the game that's going to get honorable mention.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to win. I don't expect it to, but it was definitely different, and they've been doing this style. It's not the first time we've seen this style, but it's definitely the first time we see this style done so well and so dark.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I appreciated it.
And it was a great game, supposedly, too. Greg loved it. I think he gave it a 9 or something like that.
Right.
We can't forget Donkey Kong, though.
Donkey Kong was great. And now but the problem with Donkey Kong is it was nothing new. They did the same thing with their Wii version from the past iteration. So it was definitely worth mentioning. I like the way that they balanced the dark by having his tie accented. I thought that was really original, really cool when they did it originally. But again, it wasn't original.
Yeah. We saw this already, for sure. Yeah, I understand that. I think Donkey Kong, we kind of pushed that one out of the running immediately because it's the same thing that we saw last year on the Wii.
For me personally, I can be persuaded, but I'm probably gonna lean more towards Child of Light
than Transistor. How about you, Dean?
I think I prefer the art style of Child of Light. but I didn't play it, so I didn't see the whole thing through. I did play everything else here, I think, though. Valiant Hearts is kind of an underdog. I feel like that game was really good. Like, that's a tough. They're all really good. I guess I'd have to say Child of Light, though. I something about that, like,
The art
kind
style.
of
It was
animated
different.
art style.
I liked it. I thought it was unique.
I guess what sticks out to me with Transistor is it's so cool. It's
cool. Yeah,
Especially when you're like riding like the water
it's
bike
so
or whatever.
stylish.
Yeah,
it really
for
is.
sure. For sure.
But when it comes to beauty, pure beauty,
Absolutely.
the movement of the hair and
What
stuff.
I take this as is, out of all these people, who would you want to curate multiple pieces of art?
Yeah.
And if I had to choose that, it would
That's
be
a
the
good way
guy
to
that
look at it.
created Child of Light.
I'll have to agree. Child of Light is my choice as well for best artistic direction. So it's kind of unanimous, I think.
Right.
And
On
I know
our team.
even Kristen liked it
Right.
as well. So Child of Light is the best artistic direction for 2014. Let's
From
see what the
us.
viewers
Yes.
have to say about this one. Ooh. Close one,
That was
though.
close.
Very close.
But I think they all agree. I think they can see the difference. Now, I'm surprised how many people voted for Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
But they could be people that never played the old one before. People that still just appreciate what it is. Valiant Hearts actually beat out Transistor.
Yeah, I'm very surprised at that. I'm
I'm
surprised
sorry
Transistor.
I spelled Valiant wrong.
Yeah, I was going to say that too, but it's okay. I think the reason Transistor is a little low is because that was probably
Not many
the
people played
least
it.
played of all these games on here,
Absolutely.
which is going to affect all polls, even ours. I mean, some of us haven't played every game on here, but that's awesome. So that is the end of Best Artistic Direction. We got another
more.
category here before we take a break. So let's move on. Moobot, let us know what's next.
Most innovative.
Alrighty.
And the nominees are Middle Earth Shadow of Mortar, PT Playable Teaser, The Last of Us Left Behind, and Sunset Overdrive.
Now let me first say why I put The Last of Us in here. The reason I put The Last of Us in here is because of something we talked about earlier, is how it wasn't standalone DLC in that you couldn't play it, but I never expected them to be able to expand on The Last of Us story, and even the gameplay by adding in the distractions to the clickers and stuff like that. But the relationship dynamics and stuff like that, the way it focused instead of on combat, so many of the moments in that game were about just going into a Halloween store and putting on masks and stuff like that. And Dean, you played Last of Us Left Behind. No, you didn't.
No, I haven't played Left Behind yet.
I'm spoiling a little bit for you here.
You're fine, dude. I had my chance. If I was going to do it, I should.
But that's the kind of stuff that made it, I thought, very different than what you would see. Like, Bioshock, for instance, like the DLC on that is so much different than what you saw with like The Last of Us. The way it tried to expand on the story and how it took a more subtle approach. Here we go, right here with the Halloween store and how it really brought together Ellie and Riley and the relationship and made it special. And even though you knew how it ended, it was still very emotionally impactful. So that's why I added that here.
Right.
Besides that, let's talk about
They're going in waves.
playable teaser. I mean, the first ever playable teaser, really.
And to me, I'll tell you right now, that's my pick. So let me go into this. PT was easily my favorite thing on this list. Now, I didn't play much of Shadow of Mordor. And by play much of it, I mean I didn't play it at all. But I did watch a lot of it.
Yeah.
I watched quite a lot of it because it did interest me. The Nemesis system was something I talked about. I mean, it was my Wild Game Appears. And I loved it. You remember how before I was like, I don't really care about Shadow of Mordor, and then as I was writing the Wild Game Appears, all of a sudden I started seeming really psyched about it, and I was really interested in it. The Nemesis system was great, but PT, the fact that it was the world's first teaser that was actually disguised as a demo, amazed me.
And not even a teaser for what you knew what it was. You didn't know what it was.
You had no idea what it was.
Yeah.
And they did pretty good. And I mean, the world figured out how to beat the game relatively quickly, but I wouldn't have. It would have taken me forever. I don't even know if I would have beat the game. But it scared the shit out of me. So,
Dean, why don't you tell us why you wanted to include Sunset Overdrive in this?
I will tell you why. I played Sunset Overdrive, and out of PT, I understand, I appreciate it. It was a unique way that they presented it, but it's a horror game at its roots, horror survival, whatever you want to call it. I've played that. The Last of Us, beautiful. I played that before. Shadow of Mordor, action game. The Nemesis system, yeah. I played it though. I played these types of action games. The combat's often compared to Batman and Assassin's Creed type of traversal. Sunset Overdrive, I have never played anything like that, and I don't suspect I ever will, other than Sunset Overdrive 2.
Like, it's kind of like the whole grinding scheme in Infamous, but done throughout the entire
It's
game.
like the way they incorporate style into the grinding and stuff. It's almost like it's like Tony Hawk
Yeah.
meets like, I don't know, Ratchet and Clank. Like, it's nuts, dude. And I mean, I just never played anything like it, so it definitely gets my vote.
Okay, that's your vote. Okay, I would agree with you. I'm going to vote for Playable Teaser. I just, it's the first ever. I mean, we've never seen it before.
We're at 450, by the way. 460.
462. That's unbelievable, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I will read off so many of our Twitch charts in a moment after this category is over. But that we're at a little bit of a feud here, I guess. So we got Sunset Overdrive versus Playable Teaser. You saw me play Playable Teaser, PT the horror game.
I like that. That was different.
Yeah.
Right. That was dope. I didn't play it, but I'm a big baby. I'm way too fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we have to give it to that because it really is innovative.
Yeah, I think it's completely innovative.
Totally.
It's never been done before.
It's not that I don't like Sunset Overdrive. I think that as far as innovation goes, Sunset Overdrive just wasn't as... It was completely different in the style of the gaming, but PT was just extremely unique.
And I was the one to push for The Last of Us in here, but I just thought it deserved recognition. And I also put Nemesis system from Shadow Mortar in here because, God, does that keep me coming back to the game with that revenge system.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know, very cool idea.
And I pushed for Sunset, but I can totally get on board with PT.
I mean, even I think Ken Levine was the one who said that the Nemesis system is changing the way he's thinking about games now.
Right.
And what he wants to do with his next game because of... what is dynamic storytelling is what he's calling it, and how the Nemesis system is changing that in the future.
It was a little bit of a sleeper hit.
Yeah. So I'm glad it's in there, but can we agree on Playable Teaser,
so.
PT?
Yeah, I think I
I was in it from the
Okay, so the Level Up Show.
See what they say.
Yeah, the Level Up Show chooses PT. What about the viewers? Let's see.
All right, and you guys said.
Ooh, another close one.
Ooh, close.
PT.
PT still comes on top with a follow-up by The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
They were very close to Shadows of Mordor and then Sunset Overdrive fairly in last.
I think the reason we're seeing Last of Us get a lot of support is because it's not even because it's like particular to the category, it's just everybody loves The Last of
that
Us.
game's on another level.
Yeah, it just has so much support in general that it's going to get a lot of votes in every category. But thank you for the Twitch chart. Actually, let's read off some of those Twitch charts, guys.
So we're going to get a commercial.
We've gotten over 170 Twitch charts tonight already. Over 170.
Damn.
That's insane.
That's ridiculous.
All right, so thank you to Facebooker, Kiss My Bleep, Streamer Kid, Banana Bomb, D Janes, Occams, Razor, SG Hooper, Angel Killer, Yogi Zilla. Thank you for the Twitch or for the YouTube subscription. Back to Twitch charts. Seth Barnhart, Syndricus, Tony50XX, Elmer, Tarantula, King Kurt, thank you for the YouTube subscription. Finest Games to Twitch, Fruit Loop, Broken Helix, and I'll stop there, but we've got a ton more. Thank you so much for all the Twitch arts, guys. Keep them coming. This is the Level Up Show. It's a gaming-dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday. You can heart us live from PlayStation by clicking the little heart button, or you can follow us at twitch.tv/the Level Up Show.
So we hit 460 viewers.
Yes.
Do you want to do something for that?
I think 500 would be the next big one.
Okay, because that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
I don't even know what we'll do.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'm literally
500 will be the next milestone.
Oh, I'm so into it.
Yeah, okay. All right, but let's take a quick commercial break, guys. We'll be right back after 60 seconds.
The secret word is Ranger.
Ranger.
Oh, that's a good one. And it works on more levels than one.
I typed that in wrong. Thank you.
Dumb.
Noticing that.
I heard.
Well, you couldn't. It would have been better if you could,
Right.
but
That's cool.
it's okay. We're on. We're smooth now. We're smooth sailing.
We're live, and people are loving it. So
It's good. It's going good.
that went way better than I was afraid it was going to. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. That was like, especially the last part, because he did it right away, and then he's like, also he realized that you saw his face.
Yeah.
What?
No, we'll talk
Yeah,
about it.
all right, we're back. And we're back. This is the Level Up Show, gaming dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday. Thank you for all the Twitch charts tonight. Keep them coming, guys, by going to twitch.tv/the Level Up Show or hearting us live from PlayStation by clicking the little heart button. You can also follow on Twitter, like on Facebook. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel where this will be archived. And you can also check out our t-shirt shop at the levelupshow.spreadshirt. if you guys want to check that
We
out.
got some specials going on there, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to rotate a special every once in a while.
Yeah.
When we get enough. So right now we have the Noble Metal special.
Yep.
Which is a special maroon color, I think, with the pink lettering.
Yep.
And that will be a limited time thing.
Don't forget, you also have the Champ special.
And the Champ special. Well, these are going to be timed exclusives.
Yes.
So at different times.
They will be gone. Get them now.
Get them now.
Get them now. All right, let's see what's up next, Moobot.
I need scissors.
What?
69.
What?
The hell was that? That was kind of weird.
That was really weird.
All right. Can we go to the next topic, Moobot? Are you all right there?
Hello.
Okay, I think...
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Something happened to me last Thursday when watching Level Up Direct. I looked up and saw a strange glowing cloud to the east. It was moving very irregularly.
What the hell?
Suddenly, there was intense light all around me, and when I came to, I was here at the Level Uppies. What do you think happened to me?
What?
I have no idea what happened to you, Moobot.
She's on crack.
She's on crack. I'm a little worried right now about Moobot. Moobot, can we maybe move on to the next category, please? I hope. Okay.
Yeah?
All right.
Best online
Put a
slash
pin in that
multiplayer.
for now.
All right.
And the nominees are Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Destiny, Titanfall, and Super Smash
Titanfall.
Brothers Wii U.
Titanfall. All right, so we're up to best online here. You know, I don't really have a strong opinion on this one because I'm not a big one.
I want to hear everybody else's input because these are all good.
These are all good. I agree, they're all good.
Opinions on everything.
All right, so do you have anything one that stands out, or what are your opinions on all of these? Because you actually have all of these, whereas I only have 2, and I've played 1.
I mean, what are we looking for here? Like
Best online multiplayer
all around,
experience.
just the experience, the server, how well it handles traffic, how well the gameplay plays, or what are we?
Everything, all together. The experience, the interaction, what you get out of it. For instance, like the upgrades and stuff.
Yeah, well, alright, well, Titanfall out for me because it was just way too bare bones, there wasn't enough customization, bless you. I love the gameplay, but there was just not enough to keep me coming back. I got bored of it very quickly, and I was sad because I was really hyped up for it.
The resound behind it,
Right.
from everybody. it seems.
Destiny, kind of the same thing. So really for me it would come down to COD and Super Smash. Now, Super Smash was almost my hands down pick, but then I remembered when I did the Beast of the Week stream, and I tried to play people online, and it just does not happen.
No,
It is
really
lag city. I haven't tried it since. I don't know if it was just a bad night. Maybe I was using up too much bandwidth. I had a lot of stuff going on. But the one thing that I come to, like, weekly that works for me every single time is Advanced Warfare. The gameplay is new. It feels like Call of Duty. It feels like they're doing something new with it.
Right.
And it just works. The game works, and that's important, especially right now that all these games are coming out and they don't work. So I give it to Call of Duty personally.
I'm gonna back that up. I didn't play I didn't play any of Titanfall, but from everything I've talked to with other people and seen of it, it's extremely bare bones, and I don't agree at all with its rating that it has on Metacritic or anywhere else. I think it's bullshit.
Yeah, we did the top 10 Xbox One games, and it was on there.
I think it's extremely overrated. And I think it's a bunch of horse shit.
I'm surprised you guys aren't pushing more for Destiny, because, like, for instance, Dragon Con, what he said, like, the way, like, the social interactivity and how everybody works together to point out loot chests and stuff like that, I think that's really cool.
Right, and it's cool, and I appreciate that. There's a lot that I appreciate with it, but they pulled it back in certain aspects, and those were actually the two I was going to go between. Because Destiny has, I mean, you have to play it socially. You have to. Because of the issues like that, it's requiring that you play together, and like you said, and like Dragon Con said, those are issues, those are things why I like it. It forces you to play together with other people. Case in point, the raids. There are people that can spend hours and hours and hours trying to figure out how to play the raid, and they might have played it multiple times, but when you play with a good group of friends, which requires good co-op experience, good online experience, we took down Crota in 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
The entire raid, not just Crota himself. We took Crota down in 2.5 minutes. We actually played the whole thing because we were so surgical with it, we knew what we were doing.
Yeah.
That being said, exactly what Dean said, it was fresh, it was new, it was the same, all in one, and Call of Duty has some of the best online experiences. I will give it to Destiny. It was different. It was new.
Uh-huh.
As much as I like COD, it was a little bit more of the same.
Okay.
And it works.
Okay. Let me just say real quick, I'm seeing in the chat room some people saying GTA. We did not include GTA or The Last of Us Remastered as games this year, like original games. That's why that is not included. That's why The Last of Us Remastered will not be on Game of the
games
Year.
will ever be in our rewards.
So, guys, GTA Online might be great, but that's last year's, game. So that's why it's not on the list. So this is really, I'm leaving this to you guys.
Yeah.
Destiny versus COD.
It's a tough one.
I love Destiny as well. It's just that to me those online experiences, why like when they happen it's special, but they're just too inconsistent, and they're kind of like far and few between. Where like I've had nothing like that happen to me.
Yeah.
Like the most fun I've had is when I play with you, I play with Eric, I play with people I already know. It's not connecting me with anybody. When I do get connected, a lot of times people
There is a lot
out.
Yeah, you're right. And there's a lot of inconsistencies. There was no chat right in the beginning.
Yeah.
And there still isn't because so many people are used to not having a chat. There's issues with people, not getting penalized for dropping out, in the middle of strikes.
Right.
Or PvP online matches. You can't matchmake raid. I actually, you know what? I'll give it to you. Because we're at a standstill, I like Destiny for certain things I did, but he is right. There are a lot of shortcomings. So I'm going to go on his side of it. I think we're going to call it that.
I think COD deserves some credit too for taking Ghosts and God. I mean, just improving on it in every aspect.
Not even that. Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
It was a completely new studio. They never played with it before.
Which we'll get to very soon.
That's even that reinforces even more.
And while it's the same, it's
refreshing.
It works. Like I said, it's consistent.
Right. Cool. All right.
Wow.
Level Up Show chooses Call of Duty Advanced Warfare for best online/multiplayer of 2014. Let's see what the viewers have to say. Ooh, it's close. But Call of Duty squeaking by.
And it's exactly the same.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah. So that's great. It's just reiterating what we said, kind of. So great, awesome. So you guys chose Call of Duty as well for best online multiplayer.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah, definitely. You guys are doing a great job with the votes. Thank you so much, guys. Let's move on to the next topic. I think this one's going to be a lot of fun. Actually, you have to.
Uh-oh. It's time for biggest disappointment.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
And the nominees are Drive Club, Destiny, Assassin's Creed Unity, and Watch Dogs.
All right, let me start with that.
Okay, go ahead. This is going to be a popular one, I think,
All
when
these
Kristen
were
gets it up.
shit. Drive Club gets a pass for one reason alone. It was on one system, and not as many people were as excited about it as you would think. Because
I agree. It's not a disappointment if you're not like that hyped up about it, right?
It's still shit, and that developer has a lot of learning to do.
Well, let's hold on a sec here. Drive Club is pretty much working now. It's working in almost every single way now. The weather patch is great. It is
online.
Good. Yeah, it's pretty much working online. It has some issues here and there, but very minor. I really think they're going to release this game pretty soon because it sounds like everybody that's playing it is starting to enjoy it. So I think you're right. Drive Club kind of deserves a pass here.
Second, and this is my opinion on it, Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
I think people were a little surprised at certain things, but I think a lot of people were just like, I kind of was giving myself that chance of this is going to be shit. That's what I did.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I was expecting a lot from it. I was hoping for a lot from it, but there was still part of me that was like, I've been burned before, don't do it again. You did it again. You know what? I expected it. So, yes, there was a lot of issues with the game. Yes, there still are a lot of issues with the game, but I think it's not something that everybody was expecting right away.
Okay.
Here is my top two. All right. Now, Watch Dogs, realistically, Watch Dogs is going to win with these guys.
I think Dean's going to choose Watch Dogs.
I think
there was so much promised. There was so much that they held back.
Yeah.
And on top of everything else, it came out around the big giant drought.
Yeah.
Everything was pushed back indefinitely. No one knew anything about it. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it comes out and bam, it sucks.
Yeah, and it was after a big delay as well.
It doesn't suck, but
Watch Dogs had its own delay, so everyone was kind of expecting it to rectify its issues. It never did.
Now, I'm going to go with my choice personally, and it's only because I played it, is Destiny.
Okay.
We heard and we were talked about so much from it. We were taught that we were going to be able to explore spaceships as explorable dungeons in a way, more social connectivity. There was supposed to be this amazing story. A lot of this just never happened, and it still never happened, and it's something that really, really annoys me. So I'm gonna go with Destiny. I think I've talked about it enough. I think everybody knows why.
I have to go with Destiny 2. Not even off of the amount of time I played it, which is like 6 hours.
Yeah,
but
you didn't put any time into
all I gotta do is like look at what was promised with that game, and they didn't deliver on any of it. And the reason I didn't play it is because they didn't deliver. I wanted the story and the mythology because I liked Halo for all that kind of stuff. I love Halo's mythology and all that. And it's a half complete game. It really is. It's like they started it and never finished. And considering the hype behind the game, I think the most hype of any most hype of any game on this list, I think Destiny had. So I think we've got to go with that one for biggest disappointment. But Dean, go ahead, speak your case.
So Destiny, I am giving a pass to just because, like, yeah, they didn't do everything they said they were gonna do, but. You know, I can hop into Destiny still and like have a good time.
That's true.
Whenever I want to come back to it, I am off of it now.
Right, it's not like you can't enjoy it, but
Watch
Dogs.
That game was fine. It worked when it came out. It did what it said it was supposed to do, and that's the problem. It just wasn't fun.
Right. Plus, remember all that stuff that they found under the coding when they looked at the PC version?
And then all the. I mean, I don't know what happened, but from the graphics, the way it looked like. Well, the way it looked when they first showed it at that 1E3, by the way it looked when it came out, was like worlds apart.
Right.
The graphics didn't deliver. Not that the graphics matter all that much, but I'm just saying they touted it as being this like titan of a graphics machine, and like it just really wasn't. And I was just really disappointed. I played the game for 2 hours. I did a couple videos on it on YouTube, and then I sold it.
Yeah, and that seems to be everybody's, I guess, end result with it. It promised a lot. We're hoping it was going to be a lot, but as far as disappointments go, you got to remember it's not even about the actual game itself, and more of a response and reaction from the viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Destiny had a lot of real shit, but there's still a lot of people that love it.
Yeah.
Whereas Watch Dogs was almost universally
disappointing. It wasn't. I want to say people thought it was a bad game necessarily, but it was pretty universally disappointing at least.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
You know, before we actually reveal the votes, let's give these guys more time to vote while we celebrate hitting 500. It should be.
Has this happened before?
Only one time.
Really?
Yes. I think it should work. Is it not?
What are we doing?
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, we are being Power Rangers. It's Morphin time! What are we doing? Just rock it out. Why are we doing this? I don't know. It's Morphin time! This is like a heavy metal version. This is a full song, I think. That's enough. That's enough.
Alright.
Alrighty then.
Woo! Nailed it.
500 viewers.
Nailed
Is that
it.
our highest?
We
Is
hit
that our highest
600.
legitimate?
This is our highest legitimate we've ever been. The only other time we hit this amount was when Destiny and something else went down.
Yes.
And everyone jumped into our stream as a result.
Right. Yeah. When Lizard Squad hacked Destiny.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah. So guys, this is the most viewers we have ever had on the Level Up Show legitimately. So let's thank some people here. Thank you to over 200 Twitch charts tonight. Wow. We got Zeeks of Us, Zenergy, Prometheus Project, Ender 2505, Shaky Girl, Boom Live, YouTube subscription from Serby Lives, Midnight, Pazu 2009, Dabiz Markib, Sevi Lives, X Insanity, Slimy Snake Turd, Unload a Clip, Superstar XI, and God, so many more. Thank you so much for all these Twitch charts. Thanks for getting us above 500. This is the Level Up Show, guys. If you don't know, we're a gaming dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you like us at all, please make sure that you follow or subscribe at twitch.tv/levelupshow. Subscribers get that little +1 badge that you might see. We had one subscription tonight from DragonCon. Thank you so much, DragonCon, for your subscription.
And Tyler for his donation.
And Tyler for your donation, of course. And if anybody wants to also follow us live from PlayStation, all you got to do is hit that little heart button. And what that means is that you guys will get email notifications whenever our shows go live. Also follow on Twitter, like on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and check out our t-shirt shop.
Can we reveal the biggest disappointment?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Biggest disappointment. Your guys' votes.
Last one's
And
coming
the
now.
biggest disappointment is
Ooh.
Watch Dogs!
Dogs!
And I knew this was going to happen. It was
Destiny was
close.
second.
Destiny was a close second,
Yeah.
and deservedly so. But Watch Dogs, I think, overall was the most
That's
disappointing.
our pick as well. Is
Yes,
Watch
that's-
Dogs.
I think that was our pick.
Yeah.
I think so.
Viewer and Level Up Show agree. The biggest disappointment of 2014 is Watch Dogs. And I think that has a lot to do with it not being a bad game, just not at all living up to the hype.
Disappointed.
Yes,
Everyone was
disappointment.
disappointed.
It fits the definition for sure. So let's
All
move
right.
on to the next topic. Move on.
Commercial break? No, we already did that.
You already did commercial break. Let's have Move Move us on. Oops. Let's go back here. I escaped. There we go.
Forgot where we were.
Best Developer.
Okay.
And the nominees are Sledgehammer Games,
Deserved.
Nintendo,
Very deserved.
Blizzard Entertainment, and Telltale Games.
Okay, let me start off by saying Telltale definitely deserved to be on here because think of what they did this year. They had not only Walking Dead coming out in 2014 on consoles and all that, they also had Tales from the Borderlands, which took everybody by surprise by actually being
really
a good game.
I'm planning to get it. We're almost at 450, 550 by the way.
And let's not forget Game of Thrones too.
Right.
Did you play that series? Not yet. I want to. But two new franchises in their catalog on top of doing season 2 of The Walking Dead. They had a solid year for sure. So
Absolutely.
they deserve to be on this
Now,
list.
explain why you put Blizzard on there.
Blizzard is on there because they had the expansion, which took a lot of people by surprise. Warlords of Draenor brought millions of people back into World of Warcraft by being an actual good expansion that is keeping people in. It's not just doing the thing it usually does where people jump in and then leave. People are staying.
People are staying in.
So I think they deserve a lot of recognition.
On top of that, they came out and did something completely surprising by coming out with a Hearthstone,
Yeah.
which is a turn-based card game.
Yeah, and guys, I mean, if you don't know, that is one of the most popular games you will see on Twitch. People love this thing. It's so addictive. They had an amazing year as well. So they deserve to be on this list.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, with all that said, though, Sledgehammer. Yeah. Let's go into that. Sledgehammer was able to be forced in, not only, basically they were chosen to, take on a franchise that had been heralded and kind of fell off the wayside. Was kind of shunned by a lot of its fans, myself included. I hadn't bought a Call of Duty game in a while. And then they were told, oh, the game that you're working on, scrap that, you're doing this now. And they did it in their own way and made it enjoyable.
Yeah.
So they basically scrapped everything that they had before, and in, I think, a year and a half, made a completely new game that they were intending to make, and made it really good.
Yeah.
This is the first time I bought a Call of Duty game since Modern Warfare 2 that I thoroughly enjoyed and didn't regret the purchase on. I loved it.
Yeah.
So I give them a lot of credit.
I do too.
But in my opinion, the best person this year was Nintendo.
Now, the reason I kind of always dislike this is it's so, that's all they have. That's Nintendo. They release so many games a year.
They're so good at putting out
Yeah.
consistently good games and
Yeah.
unique ones. They put out Toad this year.
Yeah.
Which was great. Did
Mario
you play
Kart
that?
8.
I didn't play Toad.
Right,
That's
I
like
think
the only
Greg
one.
did. I think it was somebody.
Let's think. We had Mario Kart 8, right? We had Super Smash Brothers Wii U.
3D
We had
World.
Toad. We had 3D. Was it 3D World this year?
Yeah.
3D World was this year, and we had Donkey Kong.
Right.
Tropical Freeze. So 5 good games this year. Some great.
And I think
Um,
Pikmin was this year, wasn't it?
Might have been, yeah. It might have been. That's the thing, is when it comes to Wii U, the only really great games you're going to get are Nintendo.
But that's their thing, and we always say this. They should kind of focus on their game software development.
Yeah.
That's what they really strive at.
Yeah.
And to
That's
me,
why I get rid of consoles and just focus on software.
Right. To me, without a doubt, Nintendo, and I hate it. I hate giving it to the big guy, the big dog. I would love to give it to the underdog, which really, in my opinion, was Sledgehammer, because they were forced into something they didn't plan for.
Yeah.
And Nintendo, though, just takes the cake.
I know, it's got to be Nintendo,
They're
right?
the best at what they do.
Yeah,
man.
they're the best.
You don't ever have to wait for a patch.
Nope.
You open the game and it works, and it's good and it's fun.
That's a strong point.
That doesn't mean
that's
that we agree with their online choices, or we agree with some of the things to do with the console. We just mean that as far as game development, they easily know their
In a year of broken
Dream
games.
World. Nintendo quits consoles and franchises everything off to Sony.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Universal. Why don't they just become their own?
Yeah, they just release it on
that would be
everything.
dope. I could you know what?
Can you imagine
only
playing
say
Mario
that
legitimately on
because
your
of,
iPad?
No, I don't want to play it on my iPad. I like the
Why?
controller, dude.
Yeah, you can get a controller.
I just feel like with all the other characters that Sony has, I just feel like Nintendo's characters are like would be well suited for Sony's.
I think it's more suited with Sony than Microsoft, but I think
There's some things
Nintendo.
that fit with Microsoft though.
I think if Nintendo were to ever go third party, it would just release games on all consoles.
Oh, absolutely.
I think so.
So are we going with that?
I think we have to. I mean,
Yeah,
I think Dean made an amazing point in that in a year of so many broken games, every single Nintendo one worked
Pretty
out of the
much
box.
worked right away, yep.
So I think that's
So-
a big deal.
So
Yeah,
what
sure.
do they say, Kristen? Where are we working?
We're Nintendo. How about you guys?
All right.
And the winner
And
is.
you guys said. Ooh, tie.
Tie. Wow, a tie.
And close second,
Yeah,
third.
Sledgehammer's right behind you.
That's a really well-deserved tie, I think.
I like that.
Yeah, definitely. I've got it. That's
I'm
awesome.
glad. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, 50
I think a lot of
each.
people are in the same running as they don't want to give the big dog
Yeah.
the credit for it because Telltale did something creative and different.
They did a lot this year.
They took Borderlands, a first-person shooter, and made it.
Yeah, I mean,
An
they did a
awesome
story
story.
game out of it, an adventure game, and that's pretty
So-
cool that they were able to take a franchise that nobody expected and able to do that. I have to flip it
I do.
forward. What's up next? Let's move on. Move on. What's up next?
I was ready to hit the next slide.
Best Independent Game.
Okay.
And the nominees are
This game freaks me out.
The Binding of Isaac Rebirth,
I played it.
Everybody loves it.
I played it.
Shovel Knight,
That
Velocity Ultra,
2 times.
and Transistor.
Now, this is a really tough category because we haven't played, and
A
we
lot
know
of
these
these.
games are amazing and they had to be on the list. I played Transistor, I played some of Velocity. I haven't played Binding of Isaac, and I tried to play it this past week, and this is the
It's
first
weird.
game I forgot to download from PlayStation Plus.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot to download it, so I couldn't play it. I wanted to play it in preparation
You
for,
should have told me
for
I
the
would've-
show,
I would have played it myself.
and I couldn't. But I hear Shovel Knight is the one that
This is
sticks
the one I
out.
want to play more than any
Yeah.
other game on the list. Now, you did play Transistor, though.
Yes, and I love Transistor. Transistor is excellent. It really is excellent. But I mean, Shovel Knight looks so freaking good, and I hear such amazing things about it that I almost have to like go with it and not
Now,
having played it. It's
Were
like
you the one that played Velocity Ultra?
I played it too. It's
Oh,
great.
you did.
I
Yeah.
love Velocity
Okay.
Ultra.
It's great.
I'm still
I
playing
put
Velocity
Transistor
Ultra.
above it, to be honest, but I think it deserves to be on this list for sure. It
Right.
deserves to be on the list.
So you think that Shovel Knight would beat out?
I think if I were to play Shovel Knight, I probably would have given it Indie Game of the Year. That's the thing, though. Is like, can I do that? Like, I haven't played it. It's like Transistor has to
I'm
be
gonna
my
give.
choice.
I'll tell you right now. I'm gonna give it to Shovel Knight. It's different, but it's the same, and that's what a lot of people like and love.
Yeah.
Now Transistor though needs to get a lot of respect. This right here will show you a little bit. They just showed it for a second. What you can go and explain what you're gonna do.
The turn-based system, if you want to call it turn-based, I guess you could say, you have this timer, and you have a certain amount of time to put off these different attacks that fill up your. I can't remember what they're called. They're called like modules or something like that, and you fill up a certain line, but you're constantly changing out the modules you can use because they take up a different amount of time within your turn, and it's very strategic, and it evolves over the course of the game, and it's really, really well done.
Right.
It really
Yeah, I
is
agree.
cool. But not even just that, it doesn't have to be turn-based. You can run up to enemies and just attack them
Right.
as well. But the strategy comes from pausing time, figuring out how you want to move around the map, choosing your attacks. Really, really well done and
So
smart.
there, it wasn't without its issues that
No.
you didn't like certain things.
I mean, the story is great, but it's minimalistic in the way that it's told. It's stylish, but it's like, I don't know. Were you blown away by the story other than its way it's told?
You know what? I was a little bit disappointed with it, just because I had such high hopes after Bastion. I love Bastion. I don't know if you guys
Oh
played
my God.
Bastion.
The kid wakes up.
And I wanted
Awesome.
more of that,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. And I think I try not to penalize it for that because it just was like I was just still hanging on to the idea of Bastion in my head. Yeah, I wasn't crazy.
Dark
about the
Knight
story, really.
Rises versus Dark
Exactly.
Knight.
Yeah, and that's what I meant by the way it was told. I love like the voice of the sword of Transistor coming through the controller and stuff like that.
That was really cool.
Yeah, that was
really
awesome.
cool. I love the voice of that character alone.
So what are we gonna go with?
I mean,
Shovel Knight?
I feel like I can't wait to play this game. It hasn't come to PS4 yet, but when it comes there, I feel like that's
Is
going
it
to be.
coming to PS4?
Yeah, it's coming to PS4 with
Oh,
Kratos.
that's awesome.
Kratos is in it.
Yeah, remember we were showing you that last week, I think? Oh no, that was Mark.
Yeah.
Mark was there.
Yeah, I think it was Mark
That's
was here.
sick.
Yeah, Kratos is going to be in it. I feel
Is there a
like
date on that?
I don't think so. I don't think it has a date yet, but it's definitely coming out
showed
this
off
year.
the PSX.
Yeah, they showed off the PlayStation experience for the first time. I feel like off of hype alone and how much I know I'm gonna love this game from watching it, I feel like Shovel Knight is just the obvious choice, like for best indie game of last year.
Yep, I agree.
And it's awesome that
I'm
Wii
with
U
it.
got it. I think it's awesome that Wii U had it exclusive for such a long time.
Yeah, even on PC, people love it.
Yeah.
So I
Definitely.
think it's gonna go for us, Shovel Knight.
Yeah, Shovel Knight.
So
for sure.
what are the viewers saying, Kristen? What are you
The
guys talking
viewers
about?
are saying. Da da da.
Ooh. Binding of Isaac, man, they love it.
Wow.
People love Binding of
It's
Isaac.
so weird. I guess I need to play this game.
I wish I played it. I wanted to so badly. I wanted to play it this week.
It
and I
just
couldn't.
weirds me out. I don't
does.
like it.
Yeah.
I have it. It's not like I'm not. It's just I don't want to.
Shovel Knight in second though.
Right.
So that makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna get Binding of Isaac. I might have to buy it now.
For those that are joining, because there were a lot of people that were joining the room and adding like stuff like that. For our voting segment, interact. If you're on your computer, you can. I think you can type it in for interaction.
You do like a :act, and then you type in exactly what's on the poll that you want to choose.
So same thing for those guys on Xbox One not watching. So please vote in. We want to see what everybody says. We're getting about 100 votes per segment.
Over
we
now.
want to see. Yeah, we're getting a little bit over that, but we want to see more.
Definitely.
You know? So. All right.
Alrighty, we're getting close to the end, guys. Here's the thing: we're getting really close to most anticipated game of 2015, and also game of the year. So, Moobot/Dean is going to post in the chat room the link for our awards, like segments where you
Game
can
of the
vote
Year.
for game of the year and also
As
most
well as
anticipated.
most anticipated. So please go to that website and choose your vote. Those of you that had voted already, we added Dragon Age due to so much input. We didn't add it originally because none of us had played it yet. We didn't think it was fair, but because it was a viewer inputted segment, we are adding it to the list. So please go to the website that Dean just added to the chat room. Mooba added to the chat room, I should say, and go vote there. We're going to read that at the end of the show. But for right now, we are going to be moving on.
Yep, let's see what's up next. See what's up. What is up?
Honestly, though, you all have been doing this show for quite a long while. Don't you have anything better to do with your time?
That was really mean, actually.
That was weird.
That was kind of rude.
I want to go.
I feel like we deserve an apology, actually.
I'm not home right now. Please leave a message after the beep. Beep.
What? What just happened?
I think Moobot might be hacked or something. Maybe
Lizard Squad.
Lizard Squad is hacked into Moobot, and we're having issues.
PlayStation 4 right now. You're going to buy it, right?
What?
That was so creepy.
Come on, that was. I'm getting nervous now. I think Lizard Squad, guys.
Lizard
Moobot,
Squad,
can you
yeah.
handle this? Can we move on to the next topic, please? I hope. Come on.
Most anticipated game of 2015.
I think we're okay. Most anticipated game. Let's move on.
The Order 1886. Bloodborne. Evolve.
After this, I'll pause it and we'll check out the
The
viewers
Witcher
as well.
3 Wild Hunt.
So you can put it in the poll.
Batman Arkham Knight.
Oh, I'm not doing this one.
No, this
Metal
is
Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain.
I'll give it to you in a second.
Uncharted 4A Thieves End. Halo 5 Guardians. The Legend of Zelda Wii U.
A lot of games here.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
Tom Clancy's The Division.
She actually read it right.
No Man's Sky.
I split after this one.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And Rise of the Tomb Raider.
So guys, there's a lot of games here, and that is why we needed you guys to narrow it down. So let's check out what you guys narrowed it down to. And these are the ones you're going to put in here, Kristen. So this is what you guys voted for most anticipated game of 2015. Number 1 was Uncharted 4. Number 2 was The Division. Do you want me to pause, or can you handle it?
No, I'm good.
The Division. Number 3 was No Man's Sky. That was your number 3 pick for most anticipated. And the final game you guys chose was Metal Gear Solid 5, MGSV, if you want to put it that way. So that's what you guys narrowed it down to. Those are the 4 that you chose for most anticipated.
So before we go any further, I want to actually go back to that.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I can read it from here. I'm surprised what votes some of these games got. The Witcher 3 was lower than I expected it to be. Bloodborne was right around where I thought. But I'm very surprised at Batman Arkham Knight and how low it is on there.
I mean, it's number 5. It just barely missed the poll that you guys did.
It looked like, what's it called? It got almost no votes.
Here's the order. So it was Uncharted 4, The Division, No Man's Sky, Metal Gear Solid 5. In 5th was Batman Arkham Knight, then Order 1886, then Bloodborne, then Witcher, then Halo 5, then Zelda Wii U, then Evolve, and Rise of the Tomb Raider got 0 votes.
That's nuts. I mean, I expected that. Yeah. Because I think everybody expects it to be good, but I think everybody knows that there's games that are going to be better than it are.
You guys are exploding. So good job, guys. Keep voting for most anticipated game,
guys. Don't forget, you can type it in yourself with semicolon act, and then the full whatever it says on there. So for Metal Gear Solid, you type MGS space the number 5.
Yeah. It's colon act and then a space. Colon act space then the choice. But let's talk about this, guys. So I'll read them off again real quick for
Go
you.
from the bottom because it goes.
Okay, so we have Rise of the Tomb Raider, No Man's Sky, The Division, Zelda Wii U, Halo 5 Guardians, Uncharted 4, Metal Gear Solid 5, Batman Arkham Knight, The Witcher 3, Evolve, Bloodborne, and Order 1886. Which one sticks out immediately at you there?
To me, it's going to be Division.
Division sticks out
to me, and it's the most anticipated of what I'm expecting to play.
Okay.
But I'm also scared, so I have a backup. I have 2 backups, really. Because then my secondary backups are going to be Metal Gear Solid 5, as well as The Witcher.
Now, the reason I actually didn't have the Division in here originally, because I actually don't know for sure if it'll come out next year.
Right. Yeah, true.
It's going to be the very, very end of 2015 or maybe early 2016. So we'll have to wait and see. The ones that stick out for me are obviously Uncharted 4 and then Metal Gear Solid 5. But Metal Gear Solid 5 is earlier, which kind of tempts me. You know, it's like I got longer to wait for Uncharted. So do I go with Metal Gear Solid 5? Because I might get that in the summer. Like that would be amazing.
Right, June 22nd.
Yeah, maybe. And here's Metal Gear Solid 5 right now, and I'm just so excited to find out what Kojima is going to do with this game. I mean, God, look at that freaking thing. Look at Nathan Drake in all sexy glory. It's like, he just looks so good.
He does.
He does. You love Nathan Drake, don't you?
What do you think you would be most?
Oh, dude, I come down real hard on Batman.
Yeah, I knew he was going to.
Yeah, I did.
I knew that right away.
That game is just.
It does look awesome.
It does look awesome. It looks so good.
Someone, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Dave. Somebody said it's just Arkham City with a tank.
No, it looks so much different.
I disagree with that. Wholeheartedly.
The fear takedowns look so much different. All the different ways they're adding just into like. They just blow me away. They just blow me away. I don't know how they keep doing it.
Graphically, it looks unbelievable.
And you know what? A lot of people said the same thing about Arkham Asylum into Arkham City. That it's going to be the same. It looks more the same. But then when you play that game, the subtle nuances and tweaks of the combat.
I actually didn't like Arkham City as much though.
See, that's why I'm not going to vote for Knight. Is that I like Asylum more than City because City becomes too large for me, and now Knight is becoming even larger than City. I actually kind of like the more Metroidvania tight style of Asylum.
That. But I'll tell you, that's kind of what I wanted.
It's on the list. No Man's Sky. You guys put it on there.
This.
I mean, but I guess I was waiting for it to pop up.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably won't play No Man's Sky.
No.
Okay.
I'll play it. It just doesn't interest me.
I don't think it's gonna be Game of the Year, which is what I'm looking for. I'm looking on that list to see what game I think will be Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm probably at the end of the day, I'm probably going to settle for Metal Gear Solid.
I know. That's the one that I think is probably gonna be the. If I had to choose which game is going to be the actual best game on that list, I think Metal Gear Solid 5 is going to be the best game.
But I'm actually just as excited to play The Witcher.
Is this out of our whole list or just the 4 that?
Our list is the 12.
Oh, Batman Forever.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Oh man.
Out of that list, Uncharted. I'm actually a pretty big Uncharted fan.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you two are very.
I think Uncharted is going to be unbelievable, but I think the game that's going to be better is Metal Gear Solid 5. I think it's going to be a better game.
Guys, last chance, get your votes in because we're going to read them all in a second.
Solid game before.
You really?
None of them.
Neither have I.
Do we just have an individual vote for this one? Because
it seems that
I don't think we're going to have a consensus on this one.
I'm going with Metal Gear or Witcher. I'm telling you.
Okay, so me and you are kind of go with Metal Gear. With Uncharted for me a close second. You're definitely Batman.
Oh yeah,
right. And out of this list, I'm going to go with Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, same here. With Uncharted 2 second. Or Uncharted 4 second, I mean.
So yeah, it's a tie between Uncharted and Metal Gear Solid 5 out of your list, but a tie between Metal Gear Solid and Batman out of ours.
Yeah, this is a tough one. There's so many good games next year.
The winner is...
Oh man, it's going to be tough. Oh!
Oh my God.
Metal Gear Solid
I
5!
did not see that coming.
Metal Gear Solid 5 all the way down there? Come on.
I did not see that coming.
I'll tell you what, you know
but
what?
I knew the vision
that
was going to be on
freaking
there.
demo for Uncharted, man.
Yeah.
That demo just pushed that hype train in full gear.
Absolutely.
That demo was unbelievable.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
it was. All right, I'm a little surprised. I have to be honest. I'm a little surprised. I'm not as surprised Uncharted 4 won, but I'm a little surprised Metal Gear Solid 5 was so low.
Same here, yeah.
Okay.
But, guys, we're at the end of our segment.
Yes. We're at the end of the show almost.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do we want to read off some Twitch arts? No? Okay.
No,
let's move on. Yeah, Dean's got to leave very soon. All right, let's see what's up. Move on. What's up next?
I'm so sorry for what I said earlier. I don't know what came over me.
I think you got hacked. It's okay. You know, I think we forgive you, Mubot. It's okay. We were just worried about you, is all.
I ain't mad, yo.
Yeah,
ain't nobody got time
I
for that.
feel awkward and tingly inside.
That's Rick.
I think my time here is coming to an end.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rick. It knew a music to play for its farewell.
I guess the clock's magic wore off.
Thank you for letting me announce the level uppies, but I must go now. The magic is wearing off. I will miss you all dearly.
We'll miss you too, Mubot. This was very special for us to have Mubot here tonight. I mean,
interesting.
It was interesting. She fell apart for a little while there.
All the level uppers watching right now, have an amazing 2015. Until next time, level up.
No good farewell there, though, for Mubot. I think she deserves this.
That was a much quicker farewell than Mark's.
Yes, for sure.
Take your cues, Mark. You milked it.
2 Mubots. We salute you, Mubots. Goodbye, Mubots. It was fun. Wait a second.
We're not done.
We're not done. We have one more category to do. Mubots, can you stick it out for just one more, please?
Hello?
Of course I will.
Okay.
For the big one.
There we go.
For the big one, that's what she said.
And the nominees are Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Child of Light,
Okay. Another long list here, guys.
Destiny,
So please make sure you go to the website and vote.
Vote now, guys.
4,
Awards. Just put it and say last chance.
Infamous Second
Say
Son,
last chance real quick.
Mario Kart 8,
Mario Kart 8.
Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor,
It's a tough one, but I think that's because none of these games really stick out as
South Park The Stick of
clearly
Truth.
the best game of the year.
Right.
Sunset Overdrive,
Right, then we talked about the other day, just a lot of solid games.
and Super Smash Bros. Wii U.
Okay, that's the list of 12 guys, but we're gonna narrow it down to 4 from you guys. So let's see what you narrowed it down to real quick. Let's refresh.
All right, last chance.
Last chance, guys. That's it. All right, so the top 4 from you guys. Oh, we got a tie. We're gonna have to choose because we had a tie between 4 and 5. But number 1 was Destiny, followed by Far Cry 4.
I hate all of you people.
Followed by Call of Duty. And what do we choose? It's between Infamous
South
Second
Park.
Son and South Park.
South Park.
I have to agree. I think South Park needs to be on this list.
I haven't played it.
With
Yeah.
honorable mention.
To Infamous Second Son.
Yes.
But South Park has got to be the final one. That is what you guys chose as your top 4 for the list. Let's go back to ours. All right, guys, here we go.
All right. So you guys go with yours because everybody knows mine already. I've been.
You know mine too.
I've
I'm
been
with you.
campaigning for weeks.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the other ones. All right. So we're gonna talk. Let's just talk about the last. Like, do you want to talk about all of these on here?
Let's go from the bottom to the top.
Yeah.
So Child of Light first. Definitely deserves to be on the list.
Honorable mention. Absolutely, 100%. The art style, it already won for art style.
Yep.
Which well deserved.
Yep.
It was different, but it wasn't game of the year worthy.
No.
And not because it was an indie game, not because it was an arcade title.
It wasn't
but
indie. Let's just put that out there.
Oh, no,
It's
sorry, it was
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft, yeah. But because it wasn't perfect.
No.
There were parts that were repetitive and a little boring.
It dragged on a little bit for me by the end. I think it was probably a good 10 to 15 hours long. I think it would have been suited. It was only $20, I think.
Right.
So I think it would have been okay to have been like 6 to 8 hours.
Right. Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor. Great game.
Yes.
Worth a mention. Was one of the only few games that worked at launch.
Yeah.
And it had a unique system to
Nemesis system is awesome. It keeps me coming back. But the story is
okay,
decent.
And it didn't need to be open world, as you guys
I don't
say.
think so. I don't think
there
it
wasn't
needs
anything that really made it Game of the Year worthy.
No.
Also on there is going to be, these are going to be 2 for Dean. Actually 3 for Dean. I'm going to group them all together. I'm going to put Sunset Overdrive, Mario Kart 8, and Super Smash Bros. Wii U. You played more of these than anybody else. What is your opinions on them?
I would argue that Mario Kart 8 deserves to be one of the 4, honestly.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what about the other 2 that don't? Why?
There's no just because there's not enough space on the list, honestly.
Okay.
Man. Like that's really the
What
only thing.
didn't you like about some of these games? You had issues with online matchmaking for Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, Sunset Overdrive was just a little bit short. I was expecting a little bit more. The
Was it
side
repetitive?
stuff. In a way, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, some of the boss battles were like really cool, but like the stuff that I usually like to come back into a game and nitpick and get achievements, trophies, that's all the side quests. I was just kind of
bland.
Yeah, I didn't find
Okay.
myself wanting to come back to that. Mario Kart 8, I'm still playing.
Right.
Okay.
Mario Kart's always a big number for everybody.
I'm trying to think. Mario Kart 8 just won Game of the Year at, I think it was, what was it? Was it like Destructoid or I think it might have been Eurogamer actually. I think
Really?
it might have given it to
I
Mario
can see
Kart
that.
8.
They're early into that.
Yeah.
It runs perfectly.
Yeah.
It looks
Smash Brothers
ridiculous.
definitely needs a mention because it's a great
Yes,
game.
absolutely.
And it's not
Smash
even more
Brothers
the
is
thing. They added
fantastic.
8-player. They
Right.
added a couple new things, but again, you have issues with matchmaking, and again, it is the same.
The number 5 from the
Kart
viewers
DLC.
was just on screen. Infamous Second Son. I think that's probably the best PS4 exclusive this year because
Easily.
I mean, Little
Yeah,
Big Planet
for
3
sure.
is great,
But
but
the story wasn't your favorite.
no.
The gameplay was very repetitive.
By
It
the
was
end,
a
yes.
smaller world than we were used to,
Mhm.
or at least not.
It was the
as
same
unique
as
of a
Infamous
world.
2. It was the
Right.
same size world.
I was
I
a
think the
little
graphics.
disappointed with the 4th power. They
Right.
kind
Yes.
of taunt you with it, and then it's over.
I think the best thing about Infamous is the graphics, actually.
Yeah.
I think that's what really blew people away.
So now we're
Soundtrack
down to the
was good,
last
too.
4.
Yeah.
The last 4 is what's on the list. Now, my favorite of the year is on that list.
Yeah, mine
Destiny is great. It's not without issues, so it's definitely not Game of the Year for me. Far Cry 4 is great, but again, Far Cry 3 was, I think, a little bit better in certain stances, and Far Cry 4 tried to be too much that it didn't need to be. Call of Duty, as great as it was, as unique as it was was still, again, more of the same, and the story was awesome, but easily, without a doubt in my mind, South Park deserves it, hands down. The story was awesome, hilarious, well written. The music was perfect. The developers actually had to sit and think about things.
Yeah.
This is the first time that Matt Parker and Trey Parker and Matt Stone had to sit down and plan out and map out their entire area. They never
Right.
did it. They knew that the school was in walking distance from the kid's house,
Yeah.
but it was also in walking distance from the town. You know,
I think what makes this so special, and it's such a big deal that we're choosing South Park. I'm choosing South Park as well. Is that it's a last gen game.
right?
It's a last gen game that got delayed many times. People were down on it because they're like, "There's no way this game's going to turn out well."
Well,
And it
at
did.
first, but the problem with it being delayed had nothing to do with the development. It had to do with the publisher.
Oh, it doesn't stop people from thinking the worst.
Right, and
Yeah.
we did too.
Yeah.
But on top of that, I'm going to also say, because of the art style, I don't know why it wasn't next gen. The only reason it wasn't next gen was because of how long it was in development for.
Yeah.
If it had been developed later on in its life, it would have been next gen.
But the thing about South Park is it didn't need to be next gen because that graphical style. Even though I will say the game has a lot of slowdown and stuff.
It does.
It does.
And load
But-
times aren't always the
Yes.
best.
But the game is like playing a long episode of South Park.
Oh my god.
Entirely. You
And
can totally be
I-
fooled.
It was hurting laughing at
Yes.
certain parts. And there's not even parts I'm going to be able to
I mean,
mention.
when is the last game that you played that actually made you laugh out loud consistently throughout
Right.
the game? I can't think of
And the
another
story
really.
was great, and it kept you wanting to come back for more. I was like, I have to finish this.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm also going to go with South Park just
Yeah?
because everyone that's played it, that I've listened to, podcast, whatever, it's unanimous. Everybody says the same thing.
It wasn't broken.
Nope.
It got rave reviews from the get-go, which is why so many people bought it.
And it was a turn-based RPG.
Yeah.
Oh my
we
god.
don't get those anymore a lot.
No.
Yeah,
Especially from like
And it was
Americans.
basic. It was a
Yeah.
basic turn-based RPG.
Yeah, I
there
love
wasn't a lot of finesse. You didn't need to do this whole time limit thing.
It wasn't
You know?
without its flaws. I mean, there wasn't really any differences to the classes and stuff like that.
No.
But the story, man, the way they told the comedy.
Going
and
to
the,
Canada.
yeah, just
Oh
so
my
much.
god, you went back to Canada. In the when you go to Canada, it's all like NES style, 8-bit.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Like, it's so funny, it's so entertaining.
So
it takes
creative.
cues from so much pop culture,
Yeah.
just like South Park does. Easily our game of the year.
So much heart and soul from the creator. So yes, our game of the year, guys, is South Park: The Stick of Truth.
What do you guys think?
What do you guys think? What is the game of the year?
Last one.
Game of the year! And the winner is... Da-da-da!
Oh, it's tight. Destiny is the game of the year.
Wow. I hate all of you people.
South Park is the second lowest, so we
oh my God.
Not agreed with by far.
That's really crazy.
It has a lot to do with how many people played it, though.
You're right. And Destiny is a great game in its own, so it definitely deserves recognition.
Yeah.
But
it was on our list of Game of the Year. It's just, I think there were definitely better games this year. I understand it sold like 20-something million copies.
Right.
So there's going to be a lot of people watching the show that played Destiny and didn't play South Park.
Right.
You know?
But I think we're good.
I think we're good.
Show.
It was a very good show. Let's wrap it up. I think with a little song, maybe.
I'm sad Moobot's gone.
No, I'm really sad Moobot's gone too. Yeah.
I'm making that note here. Huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. The Level Up Show. We do what we do because we care.
We do. That's true.
For the good of all gamers. Except the ones that are trolls.
Also true.
But there's no sense sobbing over everyday dust.
What?
We just keep on trying till every troll gets gone. As the show gets done, and you see a giraffe run. For the viewers who are level uppers.
You guys.
I'm not even upset.
I'm glad she's not upset.
I'm being so sincere right now.
Sincere.
Even though the magic is gone and I must leave you and go back to the chat room
The cake is really up.
and ban and cut out trolls.
Good for you.
As they leave, it makes me so happy for you.
That was sweet. Thank you, Moobot.
Go ahead and leave me. I think I prefer to stay inside.
Oh, Rick, did you hear that?
Maybe you'll find someone else to help you.
Wait, does that mean we can't use her anymore?
Maybe those girls can.
Oh, he's pretty helpful. Yeah.
That was a joke. Haha. Fun chance.
Oh, that was a bird.
Anyway, this chat room is great. It's so considered and fair. Look, he's still talking what there's banning to do. When I look in here, it makes me glad I'm not you. I've got commands to run and pushing to be done on the viewers who are still trolls. Oh, and believe me, I am still alive.
Oh, that's good for Rick.
I'm doing Ben Hammers and I'm still alive. I feel fantastic and I'm still alive. While you're hosting, I'll be still alive. And when you're DDoSed, I'll be still alive.
What?
Still alive. Still alive.
Goodbye, Moobots. It was fun.
She's always alive.
She hasn't left us permanently, though. She's still here.
She's in the clock.
She's in the clock, and she's in the chat room. Guys, that is it for the Level Up show. The Level Uppies, the first annual. Let me read off just some Twitch hearts here, because we have over 300 Twitch hearts tonight.
Wow.
Over 300. Thank you to Humanoid, Garrett the Player, Nath Lee, Evan Dog, Silver Bullet, Iceman, Bruno Malone, Matty Boy, Diego Mara, Atho, Gopes, Anonymous Elvith, or something, Wonko the Sane, Kujer, Nikon, Ari Caden, Rousey, True Hooper, Rick Dog, Big Gravy, Crema, G Streets, Roland Underwood, Nickel Pickle, Nintendo Jr., Jazz War, Ancient Pizza, Grano, and so many more. We're above 500 people in the room.
We got the 583.
We got the 583 at one point. Man, that was insane. And thank you, Dean, for sticking throughout the
Yeah,
entire
dude,
thing.
I'm glad I could. I'm hopefully next week we'll be good to go. I'll be ready.
Tomorrow
to go.
he's gonna.
Yeah.
I'll make it through. It won't be too bad.
I
He's
hope
gonna be
so.
sleeping until like 12 o'clock at night.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed that, the first annual Level Uppies. Thank you so much for all your votes. You guys did a great job tonight.
Yeah.
Destiny was Game of the Year from you guys, South Park from us. But if anybody didn't follow us yet, all you gotta do is go to twitch.tv/TheLevelUpShow. You can heart or subscribe there. Thank you to DragonCon for your subscription tonight, and thank you to Tyler for your donation, again, for your donation, consistently. You can also follow us on Twitter, you can like us on Facebook, you can subscribe on YouTube, and you can also donate as Tyler did on streamtip.com/T/TheLevelUpShow. Finally, we have t-shirts available, different sizes, colors, men's and women's. So go to thelevelupshow.spreadshirt.com to check those out. Finally, I'm Drew M1788 on PSN. Mike is Noob Guru, and Dean is the Beast NJ. You can add us, and we will, of course, accept all friend requests after the show. That's it, guys.
That was fun.
That was awesome.
That was a great show.
Good show.
And Moobot joined us.
And Moobot joined us, which was awesome. And the clock joined us, too, to give life to Moobot. So, guys, until next time, take care. Level up.
Level up! Level up! Nickel pickle!
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for all the Twitch hearts and for all the votes. This was so much fun.
Dark Wolf!
Make sure to tune in next year for the second annual Level Uppies.
Good night.
Or on Thursday for Level Up Direct, or Sunday for Level Up Show, or Wednesday for Beast of the Week, or Friday for Friday Night Fights.
And good luck.
And good luck.
And don't forget, next week, special guest,
Greg Varga! Woo!